Good evening, everyone. I would say how are we doing, but I know how we're all doing. We're all doing shit. This is just... We enjoy last night. We think that the round might have started well. Davidson goes well. We get some good scores, and then we just get crap afterwards. I don't know why this stream on my computer's not working now, but... No, not computer, sorry, my TV, but... Oh, mate, far out. This is just... It's just a season that keeps on giving. Keeps on giving. And this... Why is this stream not just going smoothly? Unbelievable. Oh, what do we got in the chat? What do we got? Carnage says, Marco. Agreed, mate. Unfortunately, just... it's too much. Corey Bladage, I'm on fire. Just had Garcia, Nasai, McRae captain and short this game. Live rank up to 1785. Nice work, Corey. Garcia on field still have 8 left. Yeah, the Garcia one pisses me off personally. Not anyone's got him. Congrats, like you've got the good score. But I bloody traded him last week instead of Hasty because he was a sub. And it's just completely screwed me over. To be fair, I wouldn't have got ranking if I didn't trade Garcia last week. But, yeah. Matt, Bales, my boy, I went Hollands to Nevitt, so Hollands is locked in. Can I pivot to a closey? Yeah, I'd pivot there. Sneeko, Chris Scott, Lowell. Oh, bloody Chris Scott, saying that they're both likely to play, and then Tom Stewart doesn't play, and then he puts Mitch Nevitt, the sub, who'd been playing well. But only bad mistake is Data. Lindsay says, Corey, no Nevitt for me either. Angus Heasy, Bales, I need help. Have to trade Nevitt, only have 780k. Need to be a mid or a forward. Oh, geez, I don't even know, to be honest. Jack Graham's probably the first one that comes to mind. He's probably the first one. Holding Nevitt as I can't edit to Powell says, I think therefore I slam. Angus Heasy's Warden option. Still thought Closey and Bank 500k. I wouldn't do any of those guys. But Closey you could do. I think Jack Graham's an option. Lucas Paberdi. Absolute carnage. Can't reverse my Data Nevitt trade. But I can change Nevitt to someone. I can't go up to Powell. So is it worth going all the way down to Closey and chucking him on utility? Yeah, yep. I think Lucas that's a play for sure. Is Finn Callahan better than Powell, says Shazel? I'd be going Powell over Callahan personally. Matt, worth getting Graham for Nevitt, but leaves me no cash for next week to upgrade Perryman, or should I get Closey and bank cash? If you want to upgrade Perryman next week, Matt, then I think that Closey is the play. Detached heads, come on Hawks. Guessing you didn't take the 113 McRae Bales. Tom Stewart can't trade him now. Geelong always do this. Had to pivot off Nevitt to Closey as well. The 113, I honestly don't know if I'm taking it or not. I'll probably see how tonight goes, and I'll make that call after. Normally, I do take 113, but I'm tossing up whether I do or don't. I'm not sure. I've got a bloody donut as well, so I've only got 21 on field this week because of Stewart out. I had Trainer on the bench. I thought Stewart should play. I'll leave Taylor on field. I should have put Taylor on the bench, played Trainer, and then had Taylor covering Stewart, but I won't get that now, so that's fantastic. Jack Graham or Darling options, says Angus. Jack Graham is not Darling. Can't trust Chris Scott, says Marco. Agreed. Bales, you take the 113. Not sure. Let's go Hawks, says Cast of Riches. Tony Ford, Lindsay 12, Price 72, Chera 83, and Reed 83 currently dropping off for me, but I'm expecting Levi and Day to take 2 of those spots. Well, I've got Stewart 0, Lindsay 12, Lawler 46. They're my 3 jumping off. So my lowest is Fraser at 63 already. So I need Levi and Sam Taylor to get 70s tonight. I would be cheering if they both got 70. I really need them to do that. If they get 60s, then I guess it's not the end of the world. But yeah. Matt 435 had a weekend to forget. Got Farrell instead of one of the Saints boys because Stewart named, so held him instead of Perryman. Then got Nevitt with the other trade, so have pivoted towards to Warner to get Davidson score. Yeah, exactly. But there will be still some people that won't be able to get Davidson now because of the few issues that we've had. Nod or Baz with Nevitt sub. Baz for me. Davery Jones. You got to get Baz in. Uncle Deja, can't believe Geelong always do this. Agreed. Stewart selling, says Flaghawk. Yeah, it's just... I didn't think he was going to play, and as an owner, I'm partly glad that he's not playing because I don't think he was going to go particularly well in the wet anyway. He's got Melbourne next week at GMHBA. I would imagine that he'll play because of that. So I'd imagine that Stewart's in next week. So that's fine. Keep smashing likes on the video, guys. Obviously, we've got a fair few watching with people panicking what they're going to do. So please smash a like on the video. We got over 75 watching now. So we only got 10 likes. So let's smash the likes up. Let's get 50. Try and get 50 before the game starts. That means that, 40 of the 75 of you that are watching, if you haven't liked it yet, make sure you do that. Can't get rid of Stewart's flag hawk. I'm happy. I'm holding, so I'm fine with holding. Johnny Test, just when we all had plans for next week, we get hit with a forced trade. Honestly, hoping Lindsay's all right and hasn't done his season with that knee knock. Yeah, they haven't ruled out apparently an ACL, which isn't great, but I guess we'll find out. And I've got him in a dynasty draft, which sucks. But hopefully, speedy recovery for Lindsay. Because the thing that was the most annoying is he was looking good as well. He was playing off half back. I don't know if you guys were seeing that. He's playing off half back, looking good. 12 points in like a matter of only a few minutes, and then all of a sudden goes down with a knee injury. So. What's for dinner, Bale, says Jordan Trent. I've got no idea, to be honest. I think Mum said something before, but I can't honestly remember. I've just been too focused on all this carnage that's been going on. So, glad I kept Garcia, says Cast of Riches. Detached as Bales, you take McRae. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's the annoying score between 110, 120. It's just like you go 120 plus, you take it. Under 110, you probably don't. 113 just right in that spot of like, do you take it or do you not? I probably would personally, with all the carnage going. I think it's better just to lock in the score, and that's probably what I'm going to do. But yeah, Tip Hawks by 43, says Fidget 1764. Lindsay to Marais, a lock as the number one trade next week, says Tony. Agreed. Cannon 5, who would you choose to replace Nevitt? Baker, Nod, or maybe Humphreys? If I knew Nevitt was sub, could have gone Rankin and Holmes instead of Wang and a mid-pricer. I would be going Nod out of those guys. Have a little bit of cash to play with. Zach, reverse Nevitt trade to bring in Warner with DPP to take Hugo's score. Yep, I'd do that. I would do that, Zach. That's a good move there. Matt435 had the exact same as you, Bale. Stewart on field and Train on the bench with no E. Instant Karma says Geelong firming into the never again list. Yep, all of them. Should I take 130 in a roll into Dunkley or Dawson? Says Johnny Test. I'm probably on the side of taking it personally, but yeah, it's probably up to you. If you want to take it on, then I guess it's a score you can, but I'm probably leaning to taking it. But who knows? I might change by the end of the game. Do I just go Nod instead of Nevitt? Says Free Frenzy. Yes, you do. Yep. Which rookies are must trade next week? Says Buki. Well, it's hard to think of already, but Christian Marais and Riley Bice would be the two front runners. Maybe Travalia as well was solid today. Jack traded Garcia to Lindsay, so yeah, and I'm sorry, Jack. That just it shouldn't happen like that. It really shouldn't. And I've always been the believer that, don't get me wrong, the coaches that are up there all the time are very good coaches, but you do need a fair bit of luck to go your way as well. Just even like 50-50 calls like Sinclair over the side gets you an extra 20-odd points. Just 50-50 calls can just go a long way. And if you get a few of them wrong, you can get behind really, really quick, which I'm facing at the moment. Craig Cooper traded in Bias, got the C on him to take Rowan's VC. Angus Heath, is Corey Warner an option as a forward? Yep, he is. What were your trades this week, says Tony? Day to Rankin and Perryman to Nasiah. So the trades look good at the moment. So who's a good injured forward option? I'll just be going Corey Warner, Angus. I wouldn't be getting an injured one in. Matt435, is it a positive that Stewart isn't playing? It's just how the Cats did it. Would have had Preem instead of Farrell, so mad. Yeah, exactly, Matt. If they named him out yesterday, it would have been a lot better. It's just, we're all angry at Geelong for doing their usual shit that they always do. They probably knew Stewart wasn't playing yesterday, and they couldn't tell us. And they should have said earlier that he wasn't playing, and we some of us have got no cover. Others do. I should have just played Reed on the field and had Trainer as cover for Stewart, but Shannon Page, can we have a minute for the Sam Davidson and F7 club? Also, JHF and Sanders on field. I think Sanders is okay, Shannon, where he was. I'm not too angry at him. JHF was bad. And yeah, Davidson F7, I had him, but I got Wicks, obviously, which a lot of people don't. And a few people have traded in a Corey Warner. So, g'day, Bales, your legend. Sinclair, pretty good on debut for me. Not mad, says Moonboy. G'day, Moonboy. Hope you're going well. Elijah Dudman, what's the deal with Never? Sub tonight. So, he's... if you've got him, you got to get rid of him. Surely take the 113 to play it safe, says Instant Karma. Oh, that's what I'm probably leaning to that as well, Instant Karma. Corey Bladledge, I'll be keeping 3 or 5k in the bank, but we'll need to trade in Mariah, Spice next week, or even a Bowie. He looked good. Moonboy, I'm fuming at Garcia. Do we all trade him back in? I'm probably watching for another week to see if he can back it up, and then I might look at it. I traded Campo to Lindsay, which was definitely the right move, but didn't pan out the way it should have. Yeah, it says Brisbane Bloods. Mate, yeah, I apologise. Obviously not any of our fault, but yeah, it shouldn't have turned out like that. Because Campo may come back in next week with how bad Carlton were. Somehow, Will Day survived in my team this week, says Marco. Oh, Will Day's probably going to turn up tonight with the way everything's going. Who do we replace for Sanders, says Vince Cubes. Sanders is the least of our concerns at the moment, Vince. I'd be keeping him. Scott Madano, bloody oath, you need luck in this game. Caleb Fife, at least it was only 20-odd difference between Wang and Sinclair. Could have been way bigger, and I thought that at quarter time, for sure. I got Davidson F5 and Stone F6. Seems very different to most. Jack Kane Corns has been on Geelong with this team news stuff for a while. The game with betting and fantasy is too big now for this kind of lying. Hopefully Kane follows up. Sneeko great for best 18. Matt 435. Bailey Humphrey's a watch. I like him. Yeah, Bailey Humphrey's good today. Vince Cubes, when do we move on from SDK? Well, depending on how he goes tonight, maybe next week, could be longer. I have a 4 and a 12 on field this week, says Moonboy. Who was the 4? Oh, O'Connell. Connecting says, what's happened to Never? He's the sub tonight. So we're about to get this game underway. And Bedford is on Will Day. No shockers there. Garcia pretty much took Steele's spot. I'd watch him again with Steele in the team before grabbing him, says Mitch. Agreed, that's what I'll be doing. I'm praying that Sam Taylor could just eke out a 70. He just got a handball there, so at least he started off with a touch. I just need Taylor to eke out a 70. If he can get a 70, and even a Levi can get a 65 or so, I'd be happy enough. We need Levi to get tackles, though, in the other game. He's not going to get marks, I wouldn't imagine, with the weather. So where's Bedford? Bedford's not currently on. So there's Buckley intercept mark. Would have been good if that was Sam Taylor, but not to be. Good start, SD cases, Jordan Lane. Hey, Bales, hope you're going as well as you can be on the shit show of a night. Lol, says Jaiden. Oh, mate, yeah, it has been a bit of a shit show, but we can only do what we can do. We got to just keep pushing forward and just keep going. Trade week by week and see what we can do. I'm glad I had Lindsay M9 with the Eon, was going to loop with Hasty M10, says Brisbane Bloods. Well, yeah, we pretty much, you wouldn't have gained much anyway, even if, and I was looking at doing that as well, so. Good start. Oh, yeah, so for Vince Cubes, is Sam Taylor, Connor O'Sullivan a good move for next week? Depends how Connor O'Sullivan goes this week. Could potentially be an option. Love that, says Jordan Lane. Howdy, gents. Nevitt sub, says Max Bosm. Yep. Garcia owners kissed, says Max. I partly agree, but anyone watching tonight's got Garcia. I'm happy for you guys. So congrats to you guys. Obviously, I'm annoyed that I traded him and came in and obviously didn't see Steele not being there and whatever. But I've got Whitfield VC tonight. Went Perryman and Witt, says Brisbane Bloods. Hopefully Whitfield can put a big score up for you, Brisbane Bloods. Corey Blackledge, apparently only 15% fielded Hugo Garcia this week. Yeah, a lot of people might have benched him for Davidson, I would imagine. Bedford tracking Newcomb around the ground. Is he really tagging Newcomb? Yeah, he is. You've got to be shitting me. And I had a feeling that could happen as well, right? The way Newcomb played last week. But, of course, oh my God, man. Just get this season in the bin. Get it in the bin. Like, can we have a restart? Like, can someone, if this is a game, can someone like press the restart button and restart the season, please? And just and so we can try again. Because this is just Trade in Lindsay, says Max. Yeah, I think a lot of people did, unfortunately, this week. Goal for Toby Green. First goal to the Giants. Okay, currently trading in Warren to Luke Davidson's 125. Take 400k to next week, says Angus. Yep, I like it. I'm one of the 15%, says Buki. Sorry, mate. I miss Max Hall score, says Moonboy. Hexon had to reverse Nevitt trade. Took a risk on Humphreys in for Perryman and Data Powell. Vince Cubes is Sanders and Garcia. Is Sanders to Garcia an option? Potentially, Vince. I don't know if I'd do it next week, but it could be an option. Jordan Lane, Day sucks anyways. He's nowhere near top 8 and bye next week anyway. Good point, but we were all thinking that he was going to get tagged tonight. If they're going to tag Garcia, then Newcomb, then Traded Dane Garcia this week, says Jack. Yeah, as I said, Dave's probably going to put a 90 or 100 up. I have Ash, need to keep going, says Moonboy. Brisbane Bloods, Big O out should hopefully be good for SDK. What happened to Lindsay? I didn't see it, says Max. Went up for a contest, landed on his knee buckled. Potentially could be the worst. Could be an ACL. Could be a PCL. We don't know. Moonboy, never sub makes 0 sense. It does. It's just, but should you be surprised though? Geelong, like that's what Geelong do. So Geelong do things that don't make sense. So you can really only trust like Tom Shute when he's not injured, Bailey Smith, guys like that. Because even then, you've seen that they were very bloody coy about if they were going to be playing or not. So it's been stuck in the Giants' forward line the whole game essentially. Buki, are you joking? Day isn't tagged. Trade him over Hollands. Very sad if so. Yep, nah, that looks like Bedford's following Newcomb around. So, typical. Nige, you talked up Sinclair midweek and done a last-minute panic trade from Stewart. Got both in the siren Sinclair now, but 2 Saints defenders makes me anguish, says Nige. I think that's good. I'd be happy if you had both of them, to be honest. I wish I had both. Tom Stewart made it out there, says Moonboy. Nah, he was a laid out. So, not playing this week, which means that I've got a 0 on field. And I had Trainer on the bench with no E because I already had Reed coming on and was risking giving up the 83. So, really, I should have put probably the E on both Trainer and Reed. Taken the slot in his day for +6. Yeah, cool. Yep, no worries. That just makes a lot of sense. I don't know if the mark was paid, but he got a handball anyway. I swear to God, if that's a day tackle, I'm going to bloody fume. I just don't understand why Giants have gone, let's tag Newcomb instead. Like, I know he had a good game last week, but come on. That's out in the full, potentially. No, throw in. Hate this game, says Moonboy. Oh, mate, I do as well. Tagging Newcomb's typical, says Moonboy. Oh, yeah, agreed. Evening, old Garcia, you beauty. Last minute on field for Weagle Hewitt. Trainer nice score on my bench. Sinclair good in. Should have the C on him, but went McRae. Corey Butledge, that was 15 today, but they said no 15. Well, good. I really can't afford Day to be bloody going 100. If he goes 100 tonight, tell you what. It's going to be real hard for me to bloody keep going doing this bloody. I'm only mucking around. I'm still going to keep doing the pods and everything, but it's going to be bloody tough when it's just not going my way at all. Like, even if half of my 50-50 calls are going my way, I'd be fine. But literally every call bar Dawson over Brayshaw has gone against me so far this year. It's ridiculous how much luck has gone against me. And all of us as well, not just me. I'm just talking from my own standpoint. So, we'll all spew if Day tons up, says Tony. Yep, we will, for sure. I'm just going to have a quick look at the scores in the other game. So Levi's still stuck on the bench, along with Humphreys. Bailey Smith's on 7. O'Sullivan's on 6. DeConing's on 4. Must have given a free kick away. Dunkley and Zorko 3, along with Holmes. So Will Ashcroft yet to touch it, along with Closey. Ashcroft obviously has been on the bench. I thought that game was going to be a lot more interesting, but not for me now, with obviously Stewart out. So, and Hogan, good mark. So literally still hasn't gone in the forward 50 for Hawthorn much yet. So, what hurts with Garcia is that that was the role that everyone got him for. Agreed, Jack. Yep. I don't know what else to say. It just, I just don't know what we're meant to do as fantasy coaches when things just keep getting thrown around every week. When we pick things and we're like, yeah, that's a good thing. Coaches go, yeah, it's good in the preseason, then change it. What's the bet? Perryman goes back into a midfield role next week after we've all traded him. What's the bet? Just to sort of continue the shit train. Lyndon just says, yes, g'day, Bales. G'day, mate. Angus, currently ranked 731 somehow. Like my team's terrible. What, says Angus. Oh, mate, you and me both. Except you're 731. I don't even know where I am. I haven't even looked at my rank since the start of the day, to be honest. I don't really want to look at it at the moment. I think I was inside 20k, but I've probably had one extra play. Okay, Bells, you just talked me into holding Perryman, says Moonboy. Don't hold Perryman. Trade him out. But I'm just saying that it would not shock me if he went to the midfield next week. I was actually very tempted not to do the stream tonight. You know, I was very tempted. Shannon Neal was an ankle injury, went off the ground. Maybe see Nevitt come on. Oh, that'd be typical. Like, I don't own. A lot of people don't own. So free kick against Hawthorn. Be good if Sam Taylor got involved with some chip. Sam Taylor. Go to Sam Taylor, Himmelberg, please. I beg you, please go to Sam Taylor. No, Connor Stone instead. And Stone's going to go inboard to Callahan. Yeah, Sam Taylor's not going to go well, is he? He's going to put up a shit score, and I should have played trainer. So that if one of Sam Taylor or Levi Ashcroft will be counting for me. So I just need one of them to go well, and then just need the guys tomorrow to do their job. Otherwise, I might be losing more points. Did you get rid of Stewart? Says RBL Mowbray. No, I didn't. I held. Can't guarantee Day won't ton next week, says Moonboy. I can guarantee Day won't ton. Oh, yeah. Obviously, with the bye. Finn Callahan, intercept mark. I don't actually reckon I've ever seen Finn Callahan hit many short leads up, you know. They've always been long kicks. Linden may have been discussed already, but Nevitt can't be an option, right? I switched and traded in Warner and we'll take Max Hall score as E. Oh, yeah, no, Max, Nevitt's not an option now. Like, you got him in this week, and okay, if he comes on, scores well, this was probably the last week to jump on anyway, so, yeah, I wouldn't be trading into Nevitt now. Oh, Sam Taylor, good. Intercept mark from Sam Taylor. I need to do what he did against Collingwood. I need 10 intercept marks tonight. I need him to go big with these intercepts. Connor Stone's already got a couple of +6s. So I've got him on my bench. With no E on him, obviously. There's Ash again, +6. Could be a free against Cadman there. Cool, I've caught up with the chat. A free kick to the Giants. Free kick to Cadman. That's a bit surprising, but anyway. Let's get a bit of a refresh of these scores. So Connor Stone on the top page. Of course, we've all got him on the bench. What's the bet he pumps out like a 90 or something in this game, and then people don't have him on the field, no way to bring him on. Maybe it's showing that looping in these bloody early buy rounds is risky, because if you get guys that pop scores later in the round or are laid outs, maybe it's the option not to do it. I don't know. Frustrating, but oh well. We've got 39 likes already. Appreciate everyone's done it. So we've got at least 20 people that haven't liked it yet. So if you are watching and haven't smashed a like on the video yet, please do. Let's hit 50 before quarter time. Let's get 11 more on the video. It takes one click, helps us out a whole bunch. And trying to keep our streak of 100+ likes on streams going. So I think we're up to 5 now. This would be 6. This would be 2 weeks in a row we've done all 100. So if you guys can smash a like, that'd be fantastic and get us towards 100. Looping's the only option this year, apparently. Says Linden. Yeah. It's frustrating. What were your tips, Bale? Says Matt435. Oh, shit this week. I had started okay, but how's that bounce not recalled? Thank you. I tipped Thursday. I'm pretty sure I don't know if I'd got one right yet so far this round, except for the Saints tip, because I went Port, sorry. Then I went... crap, who was last night? God, I'm bloody forgetting who's bloody playing. Just with all the carnage. Who was last night? Carlton Bulldogs. I tipped Carlton. Today I tipped Melbourne. I thought Melbourne were going to respond. And then I went Saints. Obviously they won. Who did I go tonight? I went Hawks at home. And obviously they're behind. And then I went... there's Day... Geez, how long's he got? And then the other game, I think I went Brisbane at home. And currently losing both tips if the game was to end now. Samtide off the ground. Samtide better not be on the bench. When does he actually ever go to the bench? Oh no, there he is there. Just didn't know where he was. Trade in never and couldn't reverse the trade, says Oliver. Sorry, mate, you can blame Geelong for that one. Geelong loves screwing, not just with fantasy coaches as well. They love screwing just with the general AFL community. Like they do too many. There's too many of these late changes they do week in, week out. Like even David King even said when they announced Tom Shute was out, he's like, "That's Geelong. It doesn't surprise us." So like it's no one's surprised by these late outs from Geelong, and it's ridiculous. And the AFL should get to a point where they should start fining Geelong for these late outs. Like, it's all well and good to have a late out every once in a while, but they would have known Stewart probably wasn't going to play a day or two ago, and they didn't do anything about it. Like, it's pretty poor. How's the team looking, Bales? Want the season to restart, says Sneaker. Oh, mate, you and me both. I want the season to restart. I want to hit the restart button. Now I do wish we were living in a simulation and we could just restart fantasy because it's just gone too shit. As I said, the only call I've got right so far this year is starting Dawson over Brayshaw. And even that one I was very 50-50 on. But got a 50-50 call right for once. But everything else so far this year, unfortunately, has been incorrect to start the season. Okay, apparently KO just decided to shit itself on my PlayStation, so I'll try and restart the app again. Do you think Dawson will outscore McRae? No choice for me. Just curious, says Lyndon. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd like to think so, but you just never know. Like 113's a decent enough score. I'm slightly disappointed that it was only 113. I was hoping it'd be a 120. I could just lock it away, but got a bit of attention throughout the day from, I think it was McIntosh that was watching him. No, Sam Taylor didn't even want the ball then, just saying kick it forward. It's not helping that bloody Hawthorn have been shit to start this game as well. It's been all the Giants. Yep, Hogan again. Travis first says, Mark, didn't an NFL team lose a draft pick for lying about team news? I'm not sure, to be honest. Levi +6 Matt 435. Good to hear, Matt. Thoughts on Jaden Shaw after today's 101? He was good. Obviously, could have been bigger. Went quiet in the last quarter, but 101, you can't really argue much about that, to be honest. He had a couple of tough matchups to start the year, so if he can keep pumping out 90, 95s for us, he is probably the lowest of low priorities in terms of trade outs. I don't even think he'd be in the top 10 trade out players in my team at the moment. I've got way too many issues. Hogan goal, so Giants have gone away to a really quick start. So halfway through the quarter, I'll refresh the scores again. It's been a couple of minutes since then. So Whitfield started pretty well. Connor Stone started okay as well. Sicily, Callahan, Toby Green, Lockie Ash. A few guys that might be pods for people have started all right. So I'll give an update on the other scores as well for the Brisbane game. So the scores in that game, you've got Dempsey and Atkins at the top, 26 each. McCluggage, 21. Holmes is on 13. Will Ashcroft's on 12. O'Sullivan, 11. Dunkley, 10. Neil, 8. Humphreys, 8. Smith, 7. Levi Ashcrofters on 6. DeConing's only on 5. So low-scoring fantasy game it looks like over there. And it seems like Shannon Neal's back on as well. So Not sure if he's still fine in his Bedford. Drop the mark. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't even... If this game keeps going the way it's going, another goal for Giants. If this game keeps going the way it's going, Sam Taylor's going to drop a 40. And all of a sudden, I've then got bloody Fraser's 63 counting for me. So I've probably lost 16 points by not playing trainer. And 16 points this point of the year is it's a decent amount of points. Like, oh my God. Skills of Cap, can you please explain the VCC loophole? I got Whitfield VC, and if he goes B, I want to drop Dawson as the C. So if you've got a blue dot, skills there. So if you've got any player from Collingwood or Sydney, and you like Whitfield's score, you put them as the captain, and you will get Whitfield's score doubled. If Whitfield doesn't get a score you like, then you leave the captain on whichever player you have. So in that case, Dawson. Corey Butledge, Neil and Zorko started horrible for Supercoach purposes for me. Don't have either in fantasy, says Corey. So Bedford's now back on Will Day. So I don't know if Bedford's necessarily tagging one. He might just be going and swapping between the two. Whitfield handball. Not a great handball, but it's still pushing towards the Giants forward line. Connor Stone fumble. It's got Hawthorn back in. Oh, hang on, Taylor kick. Took the advantage. I'm glad he did because it gives me points. So Taylor's on 11, so could be worse. Still 7 minutes to go. Perfect. Cheers, says Skills of Cap. All good, mate. Happy to help. Sam Mitchell be fuming. Would hate to be a Hawks player at quarter time, says Moonboy. Agreed. There's Big Briggsy giving a big tackle on Chol then. SDK not going good. FFS says Jack. I'm sorry, Jack. As a non-SDK owner, I need him to go poorly for me to slightly try and catch these points up. But obviously, it sucks for you, obviously. Come on, switch it. Switch it to Taylor. Go back to Taylor. He's there. Ash, go to Taylor. Hasn't even looked once. Idiot. And he turns it over. See what I mean? Every time our player is free and a player decides not to go to them, they turn it over 9 times out of 10. It's ridiculous. Sam Taylor intercept potential coming here. Oh, drop the mark. Thought he had that mark then. He's got knee strapping as well, Sam Taylor, so not sure exactly what's happening with the knee, but do you still have Garcia, says Linda? Nut traded last week, unfortunately. I edited my trade and traded out him instead of Hasty, so I wish that rolling lockout wasn't a thing because I would have kept Garcia. But in saying that, I wouldn't have got Rankin because I wouldn't have been able to afford it. So I don't know. It will probably come out in the end and I'll probably be up, but I might have to bring Garcia back in. All good, Bales. One thing about this game is you have to cheer against players you don't have. Nothing wrong with that, says Jack. I appreciate that. I appreciate it, mate. I know some people, sometimes if I don't want someone to score well, they might think I'm going against them, but I'm not going against them. I'm going against the player that I don't own. So, as I said, when I say Garcia, I'm pissed off with him scoring well. I'm pissed off with him scoring well, not people here that have got him. So, Sam Taylor, another handball, up to 13. So, you better believe I'll be saying every Sam Taylor point, and Buckley's going to switch it. Oh, shouldn't have switched it. Daniels, don't go. No. I just want Sam Taylor to get to 60 pretty much as quick as possible, and then whatever happens from there happens. Taylor doesn't get involved much in transition. I don't know why you're expecting him to, says Angus. Mate, I can dream. I can hope. Don't take the hope away from me. Because I know that he doesn't get involved in much of the transition stuff. I just hope that he can somehow get some +6s if they're chipping around and some intercepts, scrape a... I'm not asking for 118 like he did against Collingwood. I'm just asking for a 65, 70. That's all I'd be happy with. If he goes 50 or whatever, I'm going to probably lose a few points, unfortunately. So there's Tom Green. Tom Green's been quiet to start the game. Haven't seen him much, which is surprising because Giants have started well. Whitfield, that's a great mark by Whitfield. And that'll go out of bounds. I chose Nasai over Sinclair. Not mad, just disappointed, says Lyndon. Yeah, I'm slightly disappointed as well. I wanted Sinclair. I went Nasai because the 12K was going to be important, but then Lindsay went down. But then I was like, well, I don't want to change the trades because if I change the trades and they don't work, then I should have just stuck with them. So all in all, I'm not disappointed with Nasai. He got a 113. He was only, 21 points away from Sinclair. And after the first quarter, the fact that that was only the difference, I'm pretty happy with. Come on, more. Kick it to Taylor. Oh, hang on. Taylor might get a tackle. No, tackle slipped. That would have been good if Taylor could have got the tackle there. It's a good kick, actually. I thought he was kicking a no one, but good kick to Gunston. Will Sam Taylor run down as quick as you can to get an intercept? No. Goes to Day. Is that going to be high against Stone? Yep. Bloody Connor Stone, you idiot. Just giving Will Day a bloody free kick. Lining up for goal, of course. Can we get a score update, Bales? Yep, we can refresh. Don't know if a little bit's happened since then, but not much rain in Brisbane, says Jack, which is surprising because that's all we heard. We're on 49 likes as well, so just one more like and we get 50, then we can work our way to 100. So whoever out there hasn't liked it yet that can do that, please do that. And Will Day hits the post, thankfully. So this is where I would love like one or two cheeky Sam Taylor plus sixes. Like, Sam Taylor, come into the pocket, man. And they go to Ash instead. Like, I'm not expecting Taylor to be like a Lockie Whitfield and get all these plus sixes from transition, right? But just one or two plus sixes when they're switching the ball would be nice, just to bump the score up slightly. But Giants seem to be going forward at every opportunity. They haven't switched it much at all, which I thought they might have tried. Because isn't UTAS quite a wide ground? I know Halloran marks it. Did they get the Bedford tag? Had been watching the other game. Says Lucas. He's been at him a few stoppages, but it's been a bit of Newcomb as well. Been a bit of both, so not really a tag per se on either one, but he's been on both. Started with Shees, paid up, but the dude's a fantasy jet, says Lyndon. Agreed. I think that could be a tag for him next week by Jordan, which would be interesting if he goes to LDU or Sheasel, but there could be something there. Particularly if Mills comes back and he's in the midfield, then Jordan might just play at half forward and go like play at half back maybe for the day and tag Sheasel maybe. I don't know, but hopefully not for people that have got him. So got 2.5 minutes to go. Caleb Daniel tags says Angus Heasley. Maybe, but I think Sheasel and LDU are more priorities to tag in North Melbourne's team than Caleb Daniel. So intercept by bloody Whitfield. And it's a 50, so Whitfield will be lining up. Thought there might have been something for Sam Taylor, but no. True, but if Jordan is forward, it makes more sense, says Angus. Yeah, it does, but if he's playing midfield, he might go to LDU or Sheasel. I'm not sure. Or might just push from half forward and go to the defensive line. I'm not sure. I don't think it'd be Daniel, though. If anything, it'd be LDU playing and he playing the midfield. Might tag Powell if our boy gets 40 touches tomorrow, says Moon Boy. Maybe, yeah. But I think it'd be LDU or Sheasel. So Whitfield lining up for goal. This would be a massive start for bloody GWS if he can put it through. God, look at that wind. Look at the wind. Just completely took that ball. Crows don't really tag, though. No, they don't. No. Jackie's talking about that they might tag Power next week if he gets 40 touches tomorrow. Might be tricky for Sam Taylor to get these intercepts, you know. Especially with the wind blowing the ball around the way it is. Come on, Himmelberg. Go back to Sam Taylor. No. Ash going to get caught. Himmelberg's going to try and run through. He gets it to Tom Green. God, when Bedford tackles, you're just not getting out, are you? There's Jake Stringer. be out of bounds. Whitfield, FFS says Jack. Do another bit of a refresh again. God, Whitfield 47. Jesus. Oh, God. I don't think I could have afforded him and Rankin, but yeah, blame the Warn Dogs. He said Taylor would have 15 intercepts on Twitter. Talk about a Moz. Oh, he was never going to have 15 intercepts. I think Warney was probably being a bit hopeful, like probably I am, that maybe Taylor can get. If Taylor can just get 60, 65, I'd be happy. And I know that that's probably asking a bit. Look at the ball. Like, even the ball up then. The ball just was moving in, like, while it was in midair, just ridiculous. Here's Whitfield again. Can someone, like, surely they, like Whitfield, they use McGuinness to tag him. Like, McGuinness isn't the team. He hasn't tagged for ages. Everything falling for the Giants at the moment. Ash and Whitfield loving this. Might just hold Ash now, says Moonboy. Oh, yeah, I'd love Sam Taylor to get a couple of intercepts and join in the party. He's got the one. Might go to him here. So if he could somehow take a mark here, it's going to be hard in these bloody conditions, though. That's the thing. And Taylor might have been instructed as well to punch the ball instead of mark it tonight because of the conditions. That's a throw. Briggs free kick. And that will be the end of the quarter. How big a problem is gone? Look disinterested, to Sneeko. Maybe an issue now. That's back-to-back weeks. His run opens up now, though. That's the thing. I'm probably still holding. I think there's bigger issues, but yeah, it's not great to start. Quarter time of the game. So Whitfield 52. No surprise, but as non-owners, it does suck a lot. Ash 33, Briggs Bedford 31, Hogan Himmelberg 29, Stringer Kelly 25. Then you've got Sicily, Green, Callahan all 22. Watson, Green, and Amon 21 each. Cogs 14. Taylor's on 13. I don't know if he's going to get much more than that, to be honest, which 13 a quarter gets him, to 52. Connor Stone's 13 as well. Will Day's on 12, so not a great start for Will Day. Dylan Moore's on 10. He's going to get cheap if he puts up another bad score tonight. Newcomb's on 4. Yeah, just Hawthorn in general have just been bad to start. It's been in the Giants forward half pretty much the whole game. So maybe if Giants are up by a bit, maybe Taylor does get some chippy chip at the end of the game. We're up to 54 likes as well. Let's keep pushing through. Keep smashing the likes. Let's get towards 100. Let's have a look at the Geelong and Brisbane quarter time scores. I'm assuming it's quarter time there as well. Oh, you got 8 seconds left. So looks like Jez has just kicked a goal. So 8 seconds left. What are the scores? Grind Myers on 32. Didn't think he'd be scoring too odd night. McCluggage 29. Bailey Smith's on 26. Had 3 tackles, which is nice to see. Holmes 25. Will Ashcroft 24. Neil 23. I got excited when I saw Ashcroft. Thought that was Levi Ashcroft then. Levi's on 18. That's okay. Not a bad start. Josh Dunkley 17. Not a great start from him. DeConing 15. Not a great start from him either. Connor O'Sullivan 11. Zorko's on 10. No, 13. So he must have got a kick right at the siren. So he's on 13. Yeah, not looking amazing in that game. Not many players going well. But so it seems like a very low-scoring Saturday night. Like, not many players over 30. Normally see a few players, but really Whitfield's the one dominating. So, yeah, if Levi Ashcroft can put up a good score, that would help me out a lot. And maybe the 79 won't cost me as much. What do we got? How I said before, the D's shouldn't have traded Bedford, and then they trade Alex Neil-Bullen a couple of years later. Enjoy Alex Neil-Bullen as a Crows fan, not for fantasy, just pure football sacrifice. Oh, yeah, I'm very happy. Finn disappointing, says Jack. Is that Finn Callahan you're talking about? 22 is not awful when it's a low-scoring quarter. Garcia, I'm going to crash the F out. Garcia and Stu out, so I get Zorko and captain and had Whitfield 10 minutes before. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ben, what I would say is that late adjustments for trades, unless it's a sub-related one or someone's injured, are never good. They don't work, unfortunately. But it would have been the thing, right? If you didn't change and you kept Whitfield would be on 20 and Zorko would be on 40. It's just the way that fantasy works. Like, whatever player you've got is the one that won't go as well. Like, I knew all week, whichever one of Sinclair or Nasir I picked was going to be the wrong one. And obviously 113 I'm not complaining with from Nasir. But it cost me 21 points or something like that? So, I'll take it. Could have been a lot worse. Or was it like 112 or whatever for Nasir? I think it was 112. I'll just quickly check those scores. Was there any updates in that St Kilda game? Any late adjustments? So Sinclair 134 with 40 disposals, 123 for Marshall, 113 for McRae, 112 for Nasir, 110 for Garcia. That just pisses me off. Short 101. Camden McIntosh, if you started him, congrats to you. Another ton. Nate 97. Max Hall 89. Good score from him. Taranto another 80, 84. Trainer 78. On my bench, that's annoying. Apparently Webster got injured. Travalia 63. Layla 46. I thought they were missing a tackle from him, but either way, I've got to try and find a way to get him off the ground when it comes to round 5. Hasty got 28. So, yeah, he doubled his break even at least. So, make a tiny bit of cash. I wonder if with O'Connor and that being out, if he keeps his spot with a win, back-to-back wins, maybe they don't take him out. But who knows? If he's playing, then good. He might have confidence playing from the start. So, Goot Goot running tonight on Channel 7 if anyone cares, says Jack. Probably more interesting than the bloody football this weekend, that's for sure. It's been bloody atrocious. 52v13, says Ben. I'm glad I dropped Dave, but I got Lindsay, says Skillser. I know. You get a bit of cash at least with Lindsay, but it sucks obviously for us and for him. Obviously more for him, obviously, but open the door to get Perryman to Whitfield. Yeah, so you take that at least. Jane Short ton finally, says Lyndon. Yep, which is good to see. Any adjustments? Doesn't look like it. Taylor on 13 still. So we'll see what Taylor ends up with. I just pray he can get to a 60 somehow. I feel like Taylor could have a 30-point quarter in him at some point, which would be huge. I don't know what to do at this point, says Ben. Mate, I don't know either. Join the I don't know club, which is me as well. Who knows what we need to do, because it feels like it literally feels like we've got all our players are James Leaks everywhere. It's like we plug 2 holes and we have another 2 open. So Bedford's not lining up on anyone. So they're not even tagging tonight. So he's tackled Day. Day got a handball, but it's just very odd. I see Sam Taylor get a handball at least. No, he gets tackled straight away. Just useless, says Ben. That'll go out of bounds. What else is there? Says sub Rankin, Stu out, Nev sub, Garcia ton. Yeah, all that carnage last 2 weeks is ridiculous. Went hasty to Corey Warner to be able to take Davidson score. Original trade was going Perry to Zorko, but looking like I made the right call, says Rochelle. Yep, I'd probably say you did in the end as well. Maltesing, yes, I started McIntosh and was so happy for a change. Also picked Bowie, but then Stewart out. Luckily, best 18. Oh, McIntosh and Bowie were great picks, so congrats to you, Maltesing. Thoughts on McRae VC versus Dawson, says Shannon Barron. That's exactly what I'm tossing up, Shannon. I'm leaning towards taking at the moment. I just cannot afford any more carnage. And if I get a low score from a captain, I just don't know. So I'm just going to take the McRae VC, I think, and just relax and watch Dawson tomorrow and not have to worry about him needing to go 120, 130. 113 still solid. Obviously, it's not as good as a DeConing or one of those guys that have gone bigger, but that's high tackle against Callaghan. Hey, Bales, hope you're having a good one. How'd you handle the Nevitt situation, says Sebastian. Well, Sebastian, I'm not having the greatest one, but I didn't have Nevitt, so I didn't have to worry about that. I'm pretty sure was it Taylor that spoiled Buckley, or was it the other way around? the captain on Zorko just went to take this piss, and now I get this. Oh, mate, it's carnage everywhere. I was bringing in Nevitt this week. Luckily, O'Driscoll was still available, says DJ. Yeah, agreed. People that didn't have both, it'd be good. Easy switch to O'Driscoll from Nevitt. But a few people may have had to go down to a closey. There's Taylor with a kick. It's up to 16 now. I'm going to be counting you better believe I'm going to be counting every single one of Taylor's points. Because first of all, his break-even's 40, so a 70 or an 80 would be very, very ideal for cash gen. But for best 18 as well, I need him to put up a decent score. This win's ruining the game, says Jack. And that's the reason why they don't have night games at UTAS. And that's why they haven't, because of the conditions. They get quite blustery at night. And looks like that's the case again. And the Crows, I know, are playing down there at some point on a Friday night, so that's going to be fun. The hell is wrong with Scott putting Nevitt subs, says Ben. Mate, no idea. We question that every week about Chris Scott, and he just does things the way he wants to do them. Brisbane Bloods, there would have been people who traded Garcia to Warner to get Davidson on field, which probably wasn't worth it. Yeah. Probably not in the end, but I don't think we envisioned Garcia going as big as he did. Rochelle, Sheezer with a 125 last year versus Adelaide. It's stupid to see him for a unique VC, so for a unique C. Not a bad play, Rochelle. Not in my top 10 this week. Sheezel, I've got him outside my top 10, but you could if you wanted. I think there are better options though. Lyndon, thank you very much, mate, for the super chat. Very, very much appreciated. No comment or anything there, but appreciate the super chat nonetheless. If anyone else wants to help us out and put a super chat in, then feel free, but appreciate that, Lyndon, nonetheless. Make sure you keep smashing like. We're up to 56, so going quite well, the likes. That's 44 away from 100, so let's keep getting up towards the 100 mark. Oh, I thought that was Sam Taylor then. And Himmelberg probably could have handballed to Taylor then, but he decided to kick it. Absolute idiot. Sebastian, lucky, mate, I did trade a day to him, but switched him to Closey and banked 270k instead of 50k. Let's see how it goes. Why put Stuart on the plane, says Ben Hayes. Now it makes sense to do. Makes sense to me do last minute trades. Oh, I don't know why Stuart even went if he wasn't going to play. I guess the positive is that he's clearly near a return, so I'm pretty sure he should be back next week. So I'm just going to continue holding and hope he comes back. That could be holding the ball. That'll be a tackle. No, not a tackle for Dakes. It went to Cogs. Daniel's mark. I would love a switch. Like, can we just start switching the ball a bit, Giants? I know the bloody conditions aren't great, but switching the ball would be a bit handy. No, they're going to handball to Whitfield instead. Yeah, Taylor's not getting anything over 50, is he? Because they just aren't. And I understand why they're not switching the ball because of conditions, but Taylor's behind Chol there, so nothing. Battle getting up the ground. Here's Dylan Moore. Being very quiet. Gets a kick. Guys, that's a great kick on his left to Meek. So Meek lining up for the bloody Hawks' first goal here. I have Ash. If he continues like this, I'll probably win some matchups, says DJ. Yeah, he's had a good start, Ash. I'll refresh the scores. Actually, haven't done it so far this quarter. Corey Blackledge, it's so good I could get Garcia into my mids, as some might have only been able to get the score as well with mid only. Oh, has he missed? There's no way he's missed it from there. No, he's kicked it. Shannon Barron, I trade a Holness to Saligo. Even without seeing Saligo play yet, I think I'm in the green. Elizano, hopefully Taylor can get a lot of junk time marks. I hope so, mate. I'm not as confident, but Ben Hayes saying 60 versus 16 for Zorko. This is mental. I did say, though, I wasn't a huge fan of Zorko with the conditions tonight, but obviously I didn't expect Whitfield to be on 60 and Zorko to be on 16. So obviously it sucks. And this is how I felt, actually, with the Sinclair and Nasai thing. I went Nasai and it was like 40, 50 point difference. Thankfully, Nasai had an amazing last three quarters. What did he have in the last three quarters? I think he had over 100 points in the last three quarters. So sucks that his first quarter he was getting a bit of attention and didn't score very well. Otherwise, that could have been easily a 130. But hey, I'm happy with the score, 113. Just wish I had a bonus 20. There's Will Day with a handball. Day's getting a lot of handballs tonight. Is this towards his tail? Oh, no, it's going to go out, isn't it? Or Taylor get a tackle at least? No, nothing. Just goes out of bounds again. I'll do a bit of a quick score update with the other game. Let's have a look and see how the other game's going. I need to keep in mind, when's FPL lockout tonight? Oh, 2nd April. Okay, I thought FPL was tonight. Okay, cool. I don't need to worry about that tonight. Cool, that's good. Look at that. Boundary Strongman's gone completely away from him. I feel sorry for the boundary umpires tonight. This is a tricky night to be having to throw the ball back in. So Geelong and Brisbane. Let's have a look. Okay, so at least Levi's not starting on the bench, but Ted Closey started on the bench in the quarter. Where's Taylor? Switch it. Switch to Taylor. Go to Taylor. Switch to Taylor. He's free. Switch. Okay, Taylor, go in the pocket. Why are you running towards the middle of the ground for? I know that you don't normally get transition points, but come on, man. And Jaiden, it's just not happening. Grimey's up to 42 as well. Holmes on 34. Bailey Smith 29. McCluggage 29. Will Ashcroft 26. Levi Ashcroft's on 20. DeConing's on 20. Dunkley 17. Humphreys 14. Where was Zorko? I missed Zorko. Zorko 22. It's pretty much the main one. Ted Coast on 10. Just need Levi to put up a solid score. Will Ashcroft up to 32, getting busy. 3 plus 6s as well. Thought the rain cleared up, so I went Zork and for his runs, his bend. Yeah, well, hopefully he puts up a massive score for you in the next couple of weeks and makes up for whatever the difference is tonight. Because I've got to keep telling myself that as well, that the trade's not just 1 week, it's over the course of however many weeks you have them in the team. See, Giants are just playing way too quick. I just wonder how Samte's even going to get any... I don't think Samte will get any tack or anything for that. What does it feel like beside Dawson and TDK and McRae last week? Nobody's had a game worth cheering this season, says Jack. Oh, yep. FA Cup quarterfinal weekend, Bales. Oh, that's why. Yep. 0 rain in Brisbane. Oh, absolutely typical. 0 rain in Brisbane. So, in other words, I would have preferred Stewart to play because he probably would have actually gone okay. But... to be honest, I'd almost rather him be fully right and rest a week than play, get injured, go out again for a 40 and then drop even more cash. Crazy that there's only ever been one match at night in UTAS in 2018. I didn't even realise they even had a game at night at UTAS, to be honest. I thought they'd never had one, but... or maybe they said there's never been a Friday night game when they talk about the Crows game. Lyndon, targets next week. Marais, obviously, but given the loopity-loop with Davidson and Hall, we'd train to 7 out, we might not need the double downgrade. I probably will. I'll go Bice. I'll play one of those rookies on field at D6 and get Marais. I don't need I don't need Bice next week, so I might go Bice the week after, maybe. And maybe go Taylor down to him after I see. But Taylor might have to go this week, depending on what he scores. Or maybe I go Taylor up. Maybe I go Lindsay down to Marais and use that money to go Taylor up to a better defender and get Bice the following week, maybe. Actually, no, if I want to go Taylor to a defender, then I wouldn't have Bice on field, meaning defender would be in utility. So, is this going towards Taylor? Yes, it is. Taylor! Beautiful. Intercept mark. Good. I thought for a split second they were going to pay a free against. I was like, no way. So he's over the 20s. Not the best kick, but the win probably had a lot to do with it. Kick back to Taylor, please. No, don't hit up a little lead. But yeah, Marais, Bice, probably two there, Lyndon. 0 rain on the radar for Brisbane, says Jack. 15 days till Hawks next game, yet with a bye. Ben Hayes, glad Day has bye next week. Can I go next? Do I get Perryman and Lindsay out next, says Ben? Yeah, I would. Yeah, Lindsay's, depending on how... If Lindsay's going to be back within a couple of weeks, I'd hold. But if he's out for 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever week, however long he is, he might be out for the season, who knows, then you'd trade. So you go. So Chol, can you kick Hawthorn second? Is the win going to take it? Oh my God, that's hit the post. It looks impossible to kick for goal at the moment. Where's Taylor? Come on, Taylor. Get a mark. If he gets a mark, he's going to be near 30. Taylor, bloody call for the ball, man. Like, get a possession yourself. Going to Himmelberg instead. Bloody Taylor, call for the ball short, man. Taylor's now jogging back towards full-back, so he's not even trying to get points. It's literally just going to be purely on intercept points from Taylor. That's all it's going to be. Don't know how he scored 118 in round 1. The way that he plays, just... And if Giants are just going to continue to dominate the game and go forward, then... Had to get in Corey Warner for Davidson's points. Zorko just a tons fine, says Ben. I'm unsure I need Bices have prior read and trainer scoring decent for rookies. Going to be impossible. Bice isn't a must-have. Bales, Lindsay long-term, apparently. ACL maybe. Yeah, hopefully not. But that was obviously, they didn't rule it out. So who knows whether it is or not. No free against. Come on, Zorko, says Buki. Callahan looks the goods tonight. Looks the food tonight, Corey says. Or you mean looks the goods tonight. I'm assuming you mean Corey there. Oh, yeah, he said goods just underneath. He's only on 33, though. So, like, you lose looking the goods, but his scoring's not huge. Is Taylor going to be near this for an intercept? No. Chol marks it, though. Oh, no. It's a free against. Buckley, please switch it. That'd be really appreciated. Good. Is that Taylor? No, Himmelberg. Himmelberg, go to Taylor, please. Please tell me that's Taylor. Oh, my God. He literally was standing there and he didn't even get it. Connor Stone got it instead. Oh, my God. How is Taylor going to get over 50? I just don't know. Like, that was the perfect opportunity for Sam Taylor to get involved with the switch, and he just didn't. Lyndon Berwick, thanks, mate. Thanks very much for another super chat. Very much appreciate your support, mate. Sam Taylor bloody batted it down, but nothing. But very much appreciate the second super chat, mate. Very much appreciate all the support. Oh, and please go to... Where's Taylor? Just Taylor, call for 1+6. No, he's just strolling around, not really with a care in the world. Might get it here, though. No, it's Callahan. That's a throw from Callahan. Probably could have been pinged. Hawthorn under a lot of pressure at the moment. Really don't have a clean possession whatsoever. There's Jath, and Keefe is back in defence. Good tackle by Himmelberg. Come on, fellas, support this national treasure, says Lyndon. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Buki thought about it, but put the VC on Rosie. Wasn't going to not pick McRae. Hey, Bales, why are you watching the other games, says Andy. I thought the other game was going to be raining, so it wasn't going to be a very good watch, but I chose this one, so we're going with this one. Buki, mate, thank you very much for the super chat. Very much appreciate the support. Thank you. There's a few super chats flying through tonight. Appreciate anyone that's putting them through. Current rank, mate. I'm not sure. Haven't looked at it yet. I'm purposely not wanting to look at it just yet. Ash, don't slow down. What are the Hawks doing, says Moonboy. Yeah, Hawks have been pretty poor to start the game, so... Where's Taylor? Taylor, get the tackle. Fucking hell. Why are you just standing there? Do something, Taylor. My God. Like, he's on 25, which isn't awful. Like, he's on track for a 50, which who knows if that may count in my best 22, the way that the round's going. But it would just be nice if he just got just a couple of plus sixes. Bump that up to somewhere in the 30s. Day of handball. I haven't seen much a day. A lot of handballs tonight. So he isn't really copping a tag, though. But I actually prefer this game, says Moonboy. Well, I thought this would be a good game, but it seems like the conditions in the other game, funny enough, are better than this. Because the bloody windy conditions at this game. That's a drop mark. He dropped the mark. He dropped the mark. That's not a mark. I'm sorry. For it to be a mark, you got to hold it until you get to the ground. He dropped that as he was hitting it before he hit the ground. I don't think that's a mark. Let me have a look at it again. Maybe I was wrong. That's not a mark. He dropped it. He hasn't controlled it for long enough. He controlled it for a bit, but then it came out when Chol tapped his arm. So I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think that should have been paid. Having a cracking weekend so far. Pick Sinclair over Nasaya. Davidson and Garcia on field. Also Trainer and Reed. Only Lindsay and Hollins went bad, but luckily best 18. SDK lifting to 28 points, says Jack. Well, it's good, Buki. Good you're having a good weekend. Certainly one that I'm not. So let's have a look. Let's go. I'll refresh for the score update. Pick Sinclair over Nasai because of you, says Buki. Oh, there you go, mate. Glad I could help you out. So scores in the other game, halfway through the quarter. Let's have a look. Hopefully Levi's got some points. Myers 54. Baz is on 45. Jeez, that's good. McCluggage 38. Holmes 36. Will Ashcroft 36. Neil 29. DeConey 28. Zorko 26. Levi Ashcroft is on 26. This is not awful. Still got half a quarter. Humphreys 26 as well. O'Sullivan 21. Ted Closey 14. That's not good. Has Levi been on the bench yet this quarter? Yeah, Levi's been on the bench already. So hopefully plays the rest of the quarter out. Still, Giants' pressure tonight's been very, very good. Here's Impey. Oh, he's hitting up someone. Newcomb. I think, is Taylor on the bench at the moment? Has he gone for his one stint that he goes, or is he still on the field? No, Taylor's still on the field. I think Geelong... Did Geelong just kick another goal? Or a point? Blitzarves, yeah. Blitzarves just kicked a goal. Just want Levi to get to a 70. That would be very, very helpful. And another goal for Hawthorn. Hawthorn starting to come back. Starting to come back. Moonboy Sinclair has a great ceiling. That's what got him over the line for me. Probably need Nasaya too, though. And that's why I wanted Sinclair, right? I like his ceiling more than Nasaya. And that's why I was wanting Sinclair, but 12K I thought would be useful next week. But turns out with Lindsay out, maybe not. Liam Bales got locked into. Never. Hope I wasn't the only one, says Liam. I think a few people may have been locked into him. Hopefully had a Finn O'Sullivan maybe to switch onto the ground just in case. Or maybe you're just hoping that Nevitt was going to go well and maybe come on as a sub and score a 40 or a 50. And maybe that's what Finn O'Sullivan gets. Who knows? Yeah, 6 minutes to go in this game. In the half, sorry, I should have said not in the game. So Bedford back on Day again. So it doesn't seem like a hard tag. So Day's had 7 disposals in the quarter, but a lot of them have been handballs. It's probably a high tackle for Newcomb. Yep. Where's Sam Taylor? Come on, Sam Taylor. Oh, he dropped the mark. It's 2 drop marks he could have had. And I know that intercepts, he's not always going to mark them, but on a night where I need as many as possible, Buckley takes the intercept mark this time. So please switch. Please say Taylor's in the goal square or something. Go back. Go back. Where's Taylor? Probably not there. No, you're going to go short to Connor Stone instead. Go back, please. Where's Taylor? He's probably in the goal square. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. You got Whitfield. Now Whitfield, switch it, please. Whitfield, switch. No, he just looked straight forward and kicked. No. Just one switch involving Taylor would be fantastic. Oh, great. Here's day +6. Day starting, or +5. Day starting to get a bit busy, unfortunately. Oh, Taylor's not even there to take the intercept mark. And Himmelberg's been outmarked by Nick Watson. That's pretty poor. And Hawthorn are getting right back into this game. Wife got stuck with Nevitt, says Moon Boy. Oh, it's annoying. Lyndon, who was your man on the pod? Made me and taught me out of Sinclair. Oh, rank 13 taught me out of Sinclair, says Lyndon. James. But he was bringing Sinclair in. He was just saying he'd prefer Nasiah. At the end of the day, it could have been a lot worse, right? It was only 20-odd points. 22 points. It could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, Nasiah came through for us. So, Finn Callahan, another failed pick, says Jack. What's he on? Yeah, 33 is not obviously great. Oh, hang on. Is it updated? Oh, no, still 33. So, not obviously great. But... And here I am complaining about bloody Sam Taylor, and he's bloody on 25 and he's only 8 points away from some of these other guys. But I just think the other guys will get going, whereas I'm not sure about Sam Taylor. Lockie Whitfield up to 66. Went Nevitt to Closey, who's doing nothing, says Tony. The way it's going, the way bloody Closey's going, he'll get subbed out and then Nevitt will come on and outscore him, which would just be the ultimate fantasy punch in the gut. Brisbane Bloods, Dunkley on 21 would have been a massive trade touch, says Brisbane Bloods. And that is why I said to people... even Dawson, even if Dawson goes big tomorrow, that's why I wasn't keen on paying up for these guys at this point of the year. They're just, all you need is a bad score and they're dropping in price. There's more. Is that another goal for the Hawks? It is another goal. Bloody hell, they're back within 2 points here. Hawks are right back in the game. Goal for Dylan Moore. Wow. My rookie's doing well this week. Davidson, Hall, Reed, and Trainer, says Footy Frenzy. Yeah, I will. Why didn't I just put Trainer on field instead of Taylor and then just play Taylor over Stewart? Just again, 50-50 call that goes wrong. Because I thought, well, if Stewart plays, then I don't get Reed's score, and then whatever Trainer got is what I got, and obviously went close to Reed anyway, so it would have only lost 4 points if it happened, but... Sam Taylor only 1 point less than Zorko, so going all right. Yeah, it's unbelievable that it's working out like that. Trainer had the Saints matchup, says Angus. Yeah, I know, but he's rookie, and I thought, well... I should have just played him, right? I should have just played to be safe, get the points on field, and if Stewart was in, then bench Taylor. But I think Calvin brought Dunkley in, says Brisbane Bloods. That's probably a Calvin thing to do, bring in Dunkley. I think he's got Dawson as well, so bring in the big guys. I don't like bringing in these high price guys. I've done it before, and it doesn't work. I think the only guys it works with is like your Tom Mitchells, your Dane Swans, but they're in a rare breed. There's a reason there's not many AFL fantasy pigs, because... everyone can drop a poor score. Like even Dawson and Bont before last year had been some of the safest guys to not go below 70, but they both dropped, I think, a couple of scores each last year under 70. So just shows that everyone's susceptible to a bad score. Cogs, that's not a great kick. Impey probably should have marked that in the end. Stringer, it's going to bounce over. No, behind. The Smugness sitting at 13 after 2 rounds. Love it. I can only wish, says Lyndon. Can't complain with rookies, but seeing 12 on my field and 110 on my bench, I can't get isn't great, says Arham 77. Yeah, mate, I feel your pain. Obviously, I've only got a 78 sitting on my bench that I can't get, but a 110 obviously would feel even worse. So sorry to hear, mate. Is Cadman playing in defence? Sam Taylor completely coming off his man. Don't know why he did that. He was never going to get there. And Roy as well. They both just tweeted. So they both went Dunkley. Wow. Calvin's got Dunkley and Zorko, says DJ. Interesting. Should have went Clary over Callahan. Rubbish start, says Jared Byrne. Hawks on fire. Yeah, Clary's looking really good this year. He's definitely back to near his best. It's just a shame that Melbourne aren't going well for him. Commentators saying it's the wind changed in second quarter. Oh, Taylor, just for once, get a +6, please. Every other single player in Giants defence is getting these +6s. And Hardwick, that's a behind. It's in the Giants defence a lot, but Sam Taylor's just not doing anything. Even just one more +6 to end the quarter to get over 30 would be fantastic. I'd be loving life if we got to at least 30 at halftime. Like Sam Taylor's like there, like lead and call for it, mate. He just doesn't want it. He just doesn't want it. And Will Day takes an intercept mark now. That's fantastic. So Day's now starting to get up to a solid score. What's the bet he'll score more than Rankin this week? And that's the trade I made. Day to Rankin. Just me, or is the footy not fun to watch when your players don't do what they're supposed to do? Yep, Jack, agreed. It's not. He's a lockdown defender, Bale says Sneeko. I know he's a lockdown defender. I just want him to do something. Like, it's going to make this bloody putting Trainer on the bench be a really bad call. And that kick's going to come back from Day. Nearly a goal, but it's a behind. Is Track anything to worry about, says Footy Frenzy. Oh, he played a lot forward today. I guess if you've got him, you'll get forward status, right? So, and the reason it's annoying with Taylor at the moment is he's just staying in the middle of the ground. Not even even if he went to just a pocket and just called for a +6 to get some points. Here's Day again, getting away. How far's he run? He's run heaps far, and Day's kicked the goal. Unbelievable. This is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. How about you tag him, you stupid bloody idiots? Why are you not tagging Will Day? Unbelievable. This was always going to happen. He'll ton up from here. I guarantee it. 47 now. What an absolute joke. What a waste of a trade. Watch Rankin get subbed again, says Zangus. He better not. Day's surely scoring more than Callaghan also. Oh, yeah, he is. Yep. Yeah, he is now. Day's one of the top scorers for the game now. I love Bale's rant, says Moonboy. This game shits me. Fucking hate fantasy. Why do I do content? Why do I do everything in fantasy? Why do I revolve a lot of my life around fantasy when it just brings me stress, anger, sadness, very, very, very little joy? Like, it's just so frustrating. Come on, Santana. Get the tackle. Yes, that should be a tackle. He grabbed his shirt and he turned it over. So it should be a tackle. That should be 30 points then, at least for the quarter. I think he was on 26, or is he on 25? He might be near 30 anyway. No intercept mark for Sam Taylor there again. Massive win on that kick, says Jared Byrne. I held him. Break even wasn't that bad, says Scott Madano. I was just worried with the tag gets a 40 or a 50 and he drops down in price. Where's Sam Taylor? Come on, Sam. Get him. Oh, bloody slip tackle as well. Is that... Fuck right off. Piss off. This is absolute bullshit. My mouse is hovering over the end broadcast. I tell you what, this is shit. Why did I do this game? Should have done the other one. Shannon Barron, I have 500k in Trevally in defence with Day and Lindsay to trade out. Should I push Trevally into the mids and get $1 million defender or go $1 million midfielder? Probably the one in the Sire or Sinclair, I'd say, Shannon. Oh my God, Day is going to be is he the high scoring player on the ground or like the second? Oh, please tell me it's touched. That's touched. Thank God. Day's had 4 scoring shots. He's going to be back under 50. Well, he's going to be on 50. Scott, the theory was he would get tagged, go on by, then get tagged again. Bale's experienced every single emotion this AFL fantasy season, I reckon. Oh, yeah, I have. Will Day should not be doing this. Of course, of all matchups, the one that we're the most scared of against the Giants is the day that he is the one that he decides he's going to pull out a good score. It's just ridiculous. Well, what a shit half that was. Far out, man. Oh, I was... Oh. And I was so close to not doing a watch along for this game. I was so close. I was like, too much carnage today. I just want to sit and relax and watch the footy. But I thought, nah, I'll do one. My God. Bale's about to crash out, says Angus. Yep. Yeah, I am. Bedford definitely going to him now, says Sneeko. Oh, well, he bloody better, because if he tons up, I'm going to be so annoyed. Only reason I swear I still have the game on is traded in Whitfield, says Harms. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Brisbane getting a bar, says Karen. Bells, I think your mind has to go to, we don't wish injuries upon anyone, but I don't want to go there, to be honest, Brisbane Bloods, but Lyndon, relax, Bells, it's just a game within a game. Oh, mate, for me, it's not, though. Who has tipped line, says DJ. Yeah, I did. Shannon Page, Rosie to Will Day to Rosie. Damn it. Oh, and it should have been a good trade. Should have been. I get it. Oh, no, it's replying right on there. Day, 39 points in the quarter. Yeah, of course he was. Well, I'm going to cry myself to sleep, says Max. Whitfield going to have 345 points, says Jared. Levi Ashcroft still on 26, says 45. Oh, my fucking God. Is he really? Oh, so I'm going to have a 46 in my bloody best 18 again this week. Because if both Sam Taylor and Levi Ashcroft go sub 46, that means I've got a Stuart Donut, a Lindsay 12, a Sam Taylor and Levi Ashcroft poor scores. That means 46 is my lowest score, and we're not even tomorrow. Mitch, don't worry. Hawks back in front. Will Day will get the hardest take you've ever seen in the second half. Well, he bloody better. Love you at Balesfield. Frustrated, says Mark. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Even though I'm not showing it as much now, but I do appreciate it. DJ, if any more light towers fail, maybe whole game gets cancelled, says DJ. Elizano, GWS don't tag Day, and now Hawks are in front. GWS deserve to lose. Will Ashcroft doing well up to 61. Bailey Smith, 57. Will Ashcroft goal. Well, it's probably Will Ashcroft. Yeah, Will Ashcroft goal. Yeah. I just hate this season. I hate everything about this season except Crow's doing well, but who knows how long that's going to last. Says at halftime the other game as well. Yep, halftime. We'll go through the scores, unfortunately, but let's have a look. What do we got? Whitfield 78, dominating. Obviously, a lot of us don't have him. Himmelberg 67. Would be nice if bloody Sam Taylor somehow got involved in the chippy chip. Ash is on 59 as well. Day 51. Briggs 50. Meek 48. Tom Green 41. Bit quiet. Sicily on 32. Sicily's been pretty quiet as well. Callahan 33. Connor Stone's on 30. Green's on 30. Cogs on 30. Buckley 30. Taylor's 25. So they didn't... That's bullshit. So they didn't give him that tackle when he grabbed the player and it went turnover. That should be a tackle. I would be shocked if that was... Well, no, I won't be shocked actually because they never do add stuff like that. But Taylor should be on 29. Oh, man. Why did I start Sam Taylor? I really shouldn't have. I should have just gone a rookie and used that cash elsewhere. So, that game's going shit. What are we doing? What's happening in the other game? Sounds like Levi Ashcroft's doing shit as well. Now my phone's not loading apparently. Yeah, so Will Ashcroft so he's on 61, dominating, top scoring on the ground. Buddy Smith, 57. McCluggage, 57. Max Hones, 52. Zorko's on 46 now, so good quarter from Zorko. No marks. Dunkley up to 39 as well now, so like they're not awful. They're getting up there. De Koning, 37. O'Sullivan, 31. Neil, 29. Humphreys, 29. Ashcroft, 26. Closey, 16. So how much game time did Levi Ashcroft play in that quarter? Did he play like high time on? Yeah, 90% game time for Levi Ashcroft in that quarter, and he only scored, what did he get? Not many. Yeah, 8 points. Let's have a look at my rank. Let's see how shit my bloody team's going. Let's have a look. Yeah, 30k. There you go. There you go. 30k. I'm still missing bloody 78 points from trainer, which should be on the field. Obviously, I haven't taken my captain. Okay, I'll put my captain on Wicks for the time being and see where that puts me up in rank. So I've got Rankin, Cherry, O'Driscoll, Caleb Daniel, Jordan Dawson to come tomorrow, and then that's it. So the way it's going, if I'm dropping rank in this game, I don't know how much I'm going to rise up tomorrow. This could be bad again, which I thought I might have been going up in rank with a couple of decent players, but maybe not. Brisbane Bloods Smith 57. Yeah, he's going well. At least Days kicked 1 goal 3, not 3 goal 1. Says Shannon Page. No, hey Bales, hope you're having a good weekend. I'm definitely not, but hope you're having a good weekend. Appreciate you asking if I have, but definitely not. Had a great one till Tom Stewart was laid out and couldn't trade back out, and Nevitt was a sub. Love fantasy, says Nugget. Mate, yeah, we all hate fantasy at the moment. Shannon said they took points off Day. Yep, down to 51. Love how Day's going to ton up, says Caden Fife. Yeah, I said it pre-game. I said it. He's probably going to ton up. Buki got Will Ashcroft as well. I'm flying in the top 10 cases, Buki. Ella's done a shorty day tag day in the second half. I would imagine that they do. Tim Ashworth, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. There, what do we do with Lindsay? Depending on how bad it is, he's probably a trade. So Zorko got to 46, says DJ. How many do people have tomorrow? Got 4 to play. A lot of people got 4 and 5. Still can't believe now it's a sub, says Max. Hope people remember Garcia was playing Richmond, says Brad. Yep, and no steal as well, Brad. You can add to that as well. Well, I just jumped up to 18k, just taking the captain score from McRae. So, how many of I say I've got tomorrow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only got 5 tomorrow. That just seems like average. So whatever I'm going to be ranked probably tonight is probably where I'm going to stick to. Tim Ashford, another super chat. Thanks, mate. Just says ACL. What, is that confirmed from Melbourne that he's done that? Is it confirmed? Let me have a look. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but I'm just looking to see. Don't see anything on my phone that says it's been confirmed ACL, but obviously can't be ruled out. No, I don't see anything here. I like that from Roy Y. Get Dunkley every year's beyond me. Stuart back next week, says Nerman Bird. Is that what they said? Is that what they said? Stuart's back next week? I hope so. Still can't believe now it's a sub, says Max. Yeah, I can't believe it either, to be honest. Nicky Joe Caruso, can't believe I ended up getting closely with Nevitt News. I have 5 as well, says Scott. Chris said he would be back next week, says Nerman. What, just then? Did you say it just then, or did you say it pre-game? Before the game. Okay, well, that's something at least. To be honest, as a Stuart owner, it's probably the best result that he's not in this week. And he doesn't play Brisbane. Hard matchup. Comes up against Melbourne next week. Should be a pretty good matchup based on what Melbourne have done. So hopefully Stuart goes over 100 and doesn't drop much. Garcia had steals well, says Karen. Yeah, we did. Lindsay gets a scan tomorrow, says DJ. Yeah, obviously he's going to be a trade probably either way, I think. I risk McRae's VC for Dawson captain. 113 points, just not enough. I'm taking it at the moment. I'm questioning whether I should be taking it. But knowing my luck, if I don't take it... No, literally, this is another one of those calls that whatever I do is going to be the wrong call, right? I'll take it. Dawson will go 140, which I'll still be happy anyway. Or I don't take it, and Dawson gets an 80 and gets tagged, and I don't get a good captain. So, Scott said Stuart was very likely to play next week pre-game. Yeah, very likely, but we know Chris Scott talks shit a lot of the time. So, Caden 5, thoughts on Bowie now? Another good score. Yeah, another good score. He's going to be over 700 now. I'm not sure now. Michael just tuned in. Anyone know what's up with Close? Is he playing? Yeah, he's playing, just not scoring very well. What were your trades this week, says MMA fan? Data Rankin and Perryman to Nasiah. I'm backing Dawson, says Max. Jack to Holkey. People who traded Bailey Smith last week would be shitting themselves. Agreed, Jack. Yep. Hopefully they all got him back, though. Lindsay to Mariah seems like a no-brainer next week, says Zach. Yep. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the most common trade next week of anyone. Take the one where you'll be happy anyway, says Angus. MMA fan, who would you captain out of Sheezel and Cherry? Anyone know how Cherry goes against Adelaide? He got an 83 against the Crows last year, MMA fan. So I think he's a better ruck than that. I just think they're probably better options if you got a Dawson. Take the 113 bales, even if Dawson goes big, it's a win-win, says Marco. Yeah, it's a good point. Yep. I think I'm going SDK to Sinclair or Whitfield next week, says Corey. Don't forget, Sinclair and that got tougher matchups to come, so I don't know if you want to trade into him against, who have they got next week? Not GWS, is it? Or is it Port or something? No, it's Port, I think. They got Port next week. So, tough matchup. I have a feeling Dawson could get subbed, says RBL Mowbray. I hope not RBL. I don't know if the Crows are going to beat North by that much. So I still think North will give the Crows a good run for their money and potentially could even win the game. Cannon Fife, I'm an North fan. It's highly unlikely we will tag Dawson. Phillips has been subbed every round, and when Waller comes back, he'll be dropped. Warney traded Smith last week, but unsure if he got him back in, says Corey. Judd Broomhall, hey mate, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Do I take Jack McRae scorer, Captain Dawson? So, Judd, as I said, everyone, not going too great, but appreciate you asking. In terms of, I'm taking McRae score, I think. I just think more can go wrong. If Dawson goes 130, you're missing 17 points. But if he goes like 70, 80, or even worse, then you're losing a lot more. So, I'm taking it, I think. Oh, Lyndon, mate, thanks enough for another super chat, mate. Currently ranked 3189 without Hall or Reed's E-scores. Yes, I'm flexing. Oh, mate, flex. You might as well because it's been tough for everyone. So if a few people are doing well out there, then obviously good for you and good for them as well. Saints have 2 weeks in Adelaide, says DJ. Yes, they've got obviously they got Port and then gather round. Neil Neck is on my chopping block. 18 Supercoach halftime, says Karen. I wouldn't be trading Neil. He's got a great run coming up. He's got Richmond next week. Not a trade. Buki, off to work. See you later, guys. Have a great second half. I hope so, mate. Hopefully we can get some solid scores from these players. Let's have a look if has there been any updates at all? Not from what I see at the moment. No updates as of yet. Please tell me they've added that tackle for Sam Taylor. Probably haven't, but no, they haven't. Yeah, Taylor's on 25. That's bullshit. So what is a tackle these days? Like, Taylor grabs the shirt of someone, the ball gets turned over, and it's not a tackle. I don't understand what a tackle is anymore. Like, don't know what they count and what they don't. So yeah, nothing's changed in terms of scores from this game. Let's have a quick look at the other game. So any updates from this game? So Smith's had a +4, up to 61 now. I don't know if Holmes is on 52, but he's on 52 now. So whether he got added something, I'm not sure. DeConing -2, he's up down to 35. Levi still on 26. Closey still on 16. So not great, but there you go. Bailey Smith got a +4 at least. Actually, I want to check my matchup in the Content Creators Cup. Like, am I actually winning in a matchup there? So I went up in rank with Smith. So maybe a few people around me must have traded Smith. That's a bit surprising, but anyway. Let's have a look. Content Creators Cup up against Luke. He's up by 50. So he's got DeConing and Will. So he's got Will Day. So he held Will Day. Actually, no. Didn't he say he traded Will Day? I thought he did. But maybe he would trade to Hollands. So he's got Will Day. So he's got Will Day and DeConing. I've got Taylor, but I also had Lawler, who he didn't have. And he doesn't have the red dot that I've got in Stewart. So I don't think I've got Dawson and Cherry as unique. So I need, and Rankin. So at least I've got good players tomorrow. He's got Brayshaw and Sheasel. So I say good players, but he's got 2 as well. So could be another loss in the Content Creators Cup, which is absolutely fantastic. Looks like a lot of people held Will Day. That's 2 matchups now that have had Will Day. What about the third matchup that I take 4 matchups fairly seriously? So that's 3 of them have got Will Day. So this one doesn't. This one's got Zorko, DeConing, and Callahan. So this one is going a bit better. What about the Hat Chat seeded League 6? Where are we looking at here? So the guy's got Callahan, DeConing, and Zorko. I've got Taylor and Levi Ashcroft. So he benched Levi Ashcroft. Interesting. Unless he's got a midfielder that he's taken this. No. No, but he had Hugo Garcia 110 in the midfield. So he played Garcia over Levi Ashcroft. What a play that was. No, still nothing added. So it doesn't look like we're getting anything added. Doesn't look like that tackle will be added. It would have been added by now. What do we got here? What chat have I missed? Yep. So that off to that. Baz Lenker added tackles, says Angus. Okay, so I missed that, but appreciate you putting it in there. Who have you got in this Giants game, mate? I've only got Sam Taylor, so it's not the most. And I've got Coniston on the bench. So it's not the most enjoyable game. I probably should have done the other game because I got Smith and Levi Ashcroft, but Bradley Smith trade out Garcia for Corey Warner, get Davidson 125. Then Garcia burnt me. Oh, you still gained 15 points, but I know it's just shit. Shouldn't have happened, but still out. Obviously, we didn't see that coming. Zach Howes, Callan should have an extra tackle. He took him to ground. Says Zach, did it go to the opposition? If it did, then it should be added. Grabbing a shirt shouldn't count as a tackle, to be fair. But no, but if he grabs in to pull him back, and then the handball, and then it goes to opposition, that should be a tackle. Is Bedford tagging anyone? Says Nerman Bedar. It was looking like Newcombe for a bit, so surely goes to day after the first half that he had. Aham 77, 1247, rank 4. Wait, you 4th overall. Wow, okay, let me have a quick look. Let me look at your team. Are you rank 4? Rank 4 currently playing 3 tomorrow. First decent team in about 10 years. Are you talking about 3, 4 in Supercoach? Because I don't see your name here. I don't see your team. I don't see your team on here. So is it fantasy? There, Aham 77. Any Humphrey? My Humphrey's gamble for Perryman was a fail. Says Hexon. I still have to go. See what he does. Tim Ashworth. Thanks for the super chat again, mate. Very much appreciated. Do I trade Lindsay to Marias and Taylor to Rankin next week? Yeah, love those trades, mate. Love them. I'd definitely do those if you can do that. Why won't it let me like the super chat? I don't know, it's being stupid. Bells the Bices, Sneeko. Oh, mate, I don't want to get that started again. DJ, we had Hollands to fix. It's not like we kept Day on purpose. It says, yeah, fair enough. I know a lot of people did hold him, though. Davery Jones, I think a tackle only counts when a player doesn't get a possession away. No, it normally counts, Davery, if the possession goes to the opposition. Because it's an effective tackle because it's turned it over. Rory Laird says Day or Jai getting tagged. I wonder if it is the Rory Laird. But Jai Newcomb's the one being tagged a bit at the moment. I'm hoping they switch it to Day in the second half. If Levi Ashcroft loses his spot, we're all screwed, says Marco. Yeah, probably a good point. Seeing people on Twitter say Finn has gone to Callaghan. Is he back to tagging? Oh, maybe. Yeah, if people on there are saying it, then that could very well be the case. That could be why his score's been lower. So Bedford staying next to Connor Nash, which... Why is he on Connor Nash for? Why are you not tagging Will Day? My God. It baffles them. It honestly baffles the mind that they're not tagging Will Day. I better see Bedford run straight to bloody Day after the stoppage. I don't know why he's on Connor Nash. It's the biggest mismatch you've seen. Connor Nash arguably could have got a free there. No free. Callaghan kick. MMA fan have 719k in the bank. Already have Marias. Can double upgrade Will Day and Lindsay to any two mids. Already have Dawson, says MMA fan. Mate, that'd be a great position. Thinking Dacos and Petrarca. I wouldn't probably go for either, to be honest, at the moment. Petrarca was not... I don't know if I'd be trading into him just yet. He hasn't really set the world on fire. He looked good round one, even though he got a bit of attention. But last 2 weeks, him and Melbourne have not looked great. Dacos I would not be going into. He's got Carlton into Sydney, so that's a Hewitt into a Jordan tag, so I wouldn't be touching Dacos. Get him in round 6 or round 7. Blimp, Day to Closey pivot is looking very unfortunate. Yeah, it's not looking great, unfortunately, the way Day is going, and they're not tagging him. He's just running free at the moment. Newcomb, there's Finn McGuinness. So Sam Taylor's alone in defensive 50. So please kick forward. Kick straight to Sam Taylor. That'd be nice, but they won't. They'll kick it short, obviously, because it's not just going to turn it over. Massimo, where's Sam Taylor? Please intercept. That had better not have been against Sam Taylor. Day was useless when I had him, says Karen. Yep, agreed. Run free Day, rack him up, says Brad Smith. Yeah, let me just check. That had better not have been off of bloody Sam Taylor. Yeah, it was. That was against Sam Taylor. How on earth is that a free kick against Sam Taylor? I don't know. So now he's on 22. I'm screwed. I'm done. My season's cooked. Should have just fielded bloody trainer. The spoil was deliberate. It was against Taylor. It shouldn't have been, though, because he spoiled the ball away from a contest. That can't be deliberate if he's spoiling it away. If that's deliberate, then they should take every single spoil that goes out of bounds deliberate. Why did I shut this game on? Should have been the other game. Like, I've only got Sam Taylor in this game. It was never going to be an easy watch. Matt435, don't get so mad about Taylor Bell's not going to lose that many points. But Matt, I will though, because I've got Stuart on field with no person covering him, 0. Lindsay 12. Layla 46. If Taylor puts up a shit score, that's 4. And then Levi Ashcroft is counting for me at the moment. So... And people say, oh, everyone's got these bullets, right? But this is where I was hoping to maybe gain some ground with someone having these other players, but I'm just not going to gain any ground. So I dodge some bullets, but I don't gain ground. 1247, rank 4 currently playing. Harms, is that in Supercoach though? Because I can't see your name on the fantasy website as number 4, unless your name is Jack Mullenby. I don't think it is. Other games better system, but yeah, I agree. Probably should have done the other game, but oh well, can't change it now. Good mark by Toby Green. You can definitely switch to the other game, says Angus. Nah, I've got the watch long. It's got the thing on the thumbnail, so I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to stick with this. I'm going to bloody power through this game. This season's been rough for good watch-long games. Hasn't been one game where every player we have went well, says Elizano. Yeah, it's getting frustrating. I'd love to sit here and watch a game where our players actually do what they're supposed to. There's only 130 points between 19k and 8k currently, and there would be a chance I could bloody catch up with that, but Lucas Paberti, he spoiled it, then whacked it out. Such BS. Yeah, it shouldn't have been a free kick against. I had to choose between Levi, Nod and Day. I looped on Guesty's 110, says Andrew. Brad, imagine if this was a normal round, my word. Imagine if the first two were normal rounds, my God. I'd probably would have shut up shop. I'm not even joking. Because last round was an absolute mare. This round's looking a bit better, but still not great. 1247 rank. I have 4 currently playing. Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, sorry, Harms. But that's still good rank, though. 1247. Hexon saying Bedford now on Day, apparently. Oh, well, I'd like to think so, if that's the case. Nicky Joe Carew. Hang on, let me see. Oh, Bedford's not on Day at the moment. He's on Newcombe. Mackenzie ran straight into Briggs, and that'll be holding the ball. This is more football relevant than fantasy relevant, but we want fantasy points over a good game, lols. Yeah, Nicky J, exactly, mate. Exactly. Any news on Lindsay, says Andrew. No news as of yet. From what it's sounding like, it doesn't actually sound positive. It sounds more like they're expecting it to be an ACL, but hopefully not. That's a cracking handball. Now, Taylor, this is your chance to get an intercept mark. And he goes for the spoil instead. Of course, it's no surprise, a key defender, but it's like he's just... Oh, Sam Taylor's just... He's going to get like 40, isn't he? So, in other words, I'm going to need Levi Ashcroft to just go bananas in the other game to get to a bit. Now, Sam Taylor, please call for it. Go short to Taylor, please. Please give it to Taylor. And Iden goes long. Just one. 1 plus 6 would be really nice. Is that going to Taylor? No, Himmelberg's going to get the mark instead. And I keep forgetting Taylor's already on -3 for the quarter, so... You're more entertained than the other game, lost to Sharon. I appreciate that, but I'm not enjoying it. I'm really not enjoying this at all. I should have thought and gone, well, do I really want to do a watch-along where I'm relying on Sam Taylor to make me happy? Probably not. Need warning to yell at Taylor, says Nicky Joe Caruso. Andrew goes, Lindsay Cash is looking dead. Will suck if it's ACL. Yep, agreed. Ashcroft stuck on the bench and still on 26 as Angus. Yeah, of course he is. So... Oh, my God. Fuck this round. Fuck this year as well. I literally have only got the Crows and Jordan Dawson to be happy about for this year at the moment. It's just shit. Shoe buys main fantasy so hard to pick your trades, says Tony. Oh, it's not just the buys, it's the carnage. And the sub rule as well. Just killing everyone's cash gen. Like, Nevitt. Camporelli last week being subbed out, Rankin being subbed out. Like, just all these players that get either are the sub or get subbed out is just killing cash gen. And it's almost like we're trying to have to prioritise cash gen now, but at the same time, we're also then going to be missing points. It's like you can't really win in fantasy at the moment. Like, and it's only because if I went Hasty to Ashcroft and Wicks down to Lindsay to start the season, Taylor would have been gone out of my side and I wouldn't even have to worry about him this week. So still not starting Ashcroft and Lindsay is still biting me right to this round. And it's going to continue to bite me until I can get Sam Taylor out of my team. Matt435, crazy wind and in one game and pouring rain the other. Shit, not for footy. I was at raining a lot now in the other game. Nicky Joe Caruso, I think they should have made fantasy this year no best starting with the early buys. Oh, I'm glad they did. If they didn't have it, I'd be in a world of pain. This round so much worse than last round for me, at least, as Angus. Nicky Joe Caruso, a bit easier to work around if this year would have made the game more crazy. Karen Shannon is nil even on the ground. 18 Supercoach. He's Gonski next week. Yep, subs for sure, says Tony. Baxter's back. Hell, Perryman and Taylor. Now with Lindsay injury, can Perryman stay? Potentially. B. Young was ranked just inside top 2K at the start of the round. Trading Whitfield this week for Day. Hope he continues tonight. Good work, B. Young there. I'm going to hold Camo and try and get off SDK. Hexon says SDK leg injury. Is he okay or has he gone off? Adsy, not a good night of fantasy. Taylor and Callahan in this game. SDK, O'Sullivan, Ashcroft in the other game. Thankfully, Smith in the other game is at least a bit of a shining light. Melbourne United fan says hi. Hi, mate. Hope you're going well. Hope you're going better than what we are. Adsy said, and never as well. Yep. Carnage everywhere, mate. SDK on the bench, says Angus. Okay, so that's something to keep an eye on. Potential injury, says Angus. Okay, interesting. That's on the bolt. Good tackle by the Wizard. So what are we? 14 minutes to go in the quarter, and my boy Sam Taylor still hasn't. Sam SDK took a hit to the knee. What's someone's hip hit his knee, or someone's knee hit his hip? Kick it long. No. See, why can't Sam Taylor do what Josh Battle and Sicily do? Like, I know that they're different players, but just call for the odd mark. Call for the odd little disposal. Like, Taylor, please intercept mark. Yes! We need so much... And he handballs it anyway. But we need so much more of that. We need so much more of that. We just need intercepts. Be happy... Your own has a chance. I don't understand what you said there, Lyndon. Be happy your... There's a chance of... I'm not sure. I don't know. Do you mean team? Be happy your team has a chance, mate, at the real thing. Are you talking about that? Well, I'm happy the Crows are a chance. Yes! Taylor again! Come on! Keep going, son! Switch it again. Go back to Taylor. Come on. Switch it again. No. Why are you going to Stone under pressure? And Giants, that was just stupid. Oh, at least we've got a couple of intercept marks from Taylor. So he might get 50. We might be on again. Someone's hip hit his knee and he went to kick. Brad Smith, they must have two rookies not working out, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately not. Josh, SDK's fine, just got a little cramp. SDK looks okay, cross the vert, says Angus. Taylor, here we go, says Nicky Joe. McGuinness definitely running with Callahan, apparently. So there's a tag running. Yeah, McGuinness is definitely running with Callahan. So that's maybe something we're going to have to watch out for against Hawthorn now again. Looks like McGuinness has reared his ugly... Not ugly, sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Has reared his head as a tagger again. Alrighty, 12 minutes to go, and we've got Taylor getting some marks. We need a few more, though. Hopefully some more. If you can get a 60, Taylor, I'd be happy enough with it. Taylor! Did he mark that? Oh my God, he marked that. And he got a +5 anyway, but 3 marks in the quarter, and they're all intercepts. I don't think that was actually a mark, but he got paid, so we'll take the points. Levi goal, apparently. Good to hear. Good. Positivity. Come on, fantasy. Give us something to be happy about for once. Everyone's happy. Levi goal. How was that a Taylor mark, says Nicky Joe? I don't think it was. I don't care. I'd need to take it. I just have to take it. So, Levi goal, which is fantastic. Really good to hear. Smash the likes. We're 31 away from 100. Let's get the positivity flying through. We got nearly 100 in watching at the moment. So smash up the lights, guys. Let's get 100 likes. Yeah, Finn Callahan definitely been clamped. Keep smashing the lights, guys. Apparently Levi's on 35. Be started on the bench, though, so at least he should play the remainder of the quarter out. Is that a Taylor free kick? That will be a Taylor free kick. It better not be giving it to Ward. He's giving it to... No, Taylor's got to take it. Taylor has to take it. Thank you. Thank you. Praise the umpire. Praise the umpire. Thank you, umpire. For once, you've done your job and you've said, give it to the right player. But annoying of Sam Taylor just to go, I don't want it. Take the free kick, Sam. Get us points. And he kicks to Sicily. SDK back on the field says, be young. How was that? Oh, yeah, said it before. Bales, SA Shield title, you care it all. Crowd stormed ground, look six, says Matt. Oh, yeah, very good that Redbacks or South Australia, whatever, won both. Really good to see they won both the One Day Cup and the Sheffield Shield. So I think it's been a long time since we won the Sheffield Shield. I don't know if we've actually ever won both. I don't think we've ever won both in the same year, but maybe we have. Taylor gets the free coming up. Yeah, thankfully. He was wanting not to have it for a bit there. I hope Hawthorn get this ball and kick it in the 50 because Taylor is not got a man at the moment. That was a great, cracking handball from Watson. Go, Taylor. Mate, disposal come. No. Went away from him. Come on, Taylor, get the tackle. No, he's not. No. Is that to Ginnivan? No. Whitfield, that's a pork. That is a shocking kick from Whitfield. And that's a shocking kick from Ward. Back-to-back bad kicks in the game. Sam Taylor's free. Sam Taylor. +6. Oh, he's just handballed it to Taylor. Oh, I'll take the handball at least. It's points. They should have kicked it to him and given Taylor time to pick an option. But at least Taylor is getting a bit more involved. First goal in the AFL for Levi, says DJ. Yeah, I thought that was, yep. If the umpire pays the mark, but it isn't a mark, do Chairman Dale still pay? Yeah, they do, yep. SDK Baconfield, yep. Bale's absolutely kissed with Taylor going nuts. Oh, mate, I don't care. I don't care if it's kissed. I need something. I just need something. Winning a GF is the best feeling, and I know I will never win fantasy, so go the Pies. Yeah, unfortunately, I never got that luxury in when I played footy or cricket or anything. I think I lost 2 grand finals in the footy. I think I lost 2. Never won one. And then basketball, I played, I think, grand final every single year. Our team was pretty good in primary school. And I think we won in our year 7 one with like a minute to go. But that's the only time I've ever tasted any success. Myers just gets it done, says Andrew. Yeah, great. He's a good player. Taylor's gone past his break-even, so you're not losing, says Maltesing. I'm not losing, but I'm more concerned about points. I know he's gone past his break-even, which is fine, but I want points as well. Taylor pretty much at his break-even now. Hope he can keep going, get to 60, says Elizano. Yeah, 60 I'd be very happy with. Score update, Bale says Nicky Joe. Yeah, I can do that. Sam Taylor more than Callahan. That's interesting. Yes, you got Whitfield's on 93, still dominating. Ash is doing well on 74. Briggsy 64. Will Day 60. Toby Green might be an option for us to consider. 57. Tom Green 56. Sam Taylor's on 43. Love to see it. He should be on 50 because that free kick shouldn't have gone against him and he should have had a tackle. But I'll take 43. Better than nothing. Dylan Moore still on 38. Connor Stone on 34. So he's actually Sam Taylor's actually outscoring Connor Stone. Please go to Sam Taylor here. No, Iden just goes back the other way. That's not a great kick. Cogs. Stone, please switch to Taylor. Taylor's there. Taylor's next. Go to Taylor, please. No! Jack Buckley, you idiot. And he turns it over. Yep. Cool. And Day gets a high tackle. Good on you, bloody Jack Buckley, you idiot. Giving Day points and turning it over and not getting Taylor any points. What position did you play in footy, Bales? Forward wing, mostly. I still actually think I played one of my best games when I played in the midfield, to be fair. There was a game that I was actually sick on the day and I still played midfield somehow. And I remember getting a fair bit of the footy. And it was enjoyable. So probably midfield, but would have been great, but never got to play it as much, unfortunately. Lost about 6 grand finals in a row in a basketball as a junior, says Angus. Mate, I do feel that I probably lost 4 or 5 in a row. Leave up to 47, says Footy Frenzy. Good. If they can just both get... If someone can get to a 70 and it only cost me like 8 points, that's fine. But it's if both go like sub 65, it might cost me 15 points or so. I played comp tennis for decades and won only one grand final, so you're doing better than me, says Maltesing. Lyndon, whilst I love fantasy, there are a few better feelings than watching the team you love win a premiership. And I've never seen it. I was born in 98, so I never got to see either of the Crows premierships. So that's why I'm a bit keen for this year. I don't think we're going to win the grand final, but free against Whitfield for a high tackle. Did duck his shoulder there, Watson. Bradley Smithy, surprised Holmes only 70% ownership. Guy is a gun, runs all day. Oh, 70% is decent ownership, so I'm probably not surprised at 17%. Although Will Day can't score if he doesn't have a head, says Arhams. Yeah. When did you stop playing footy, says Matt435? Second. Well, I was in under 18s for a second year. Please go to Taylor Short. Taylor Short, please. Taylor Short, please. Himmelberg, please do something. Please do me a favour. Oh, it's fine. You go to Tom Green Short. Tom Green, go to Sam Taylor. No, why are you switching? So why is it when Sam Taylor's on the switch, they don't do it? Buckley, please go back. Back, please. Look to your left. Look to your left. Look back left. Yes, that way. That way. Good. Himmelberg, please go to Taylor now. Have we got Taylor? Yes! Yes! Come on! Keep going, Sam. Now run back. Now, he's not going to do it, but run. Oh, is he coming off for a rest? Or is he... Call for it, Sam. Go to Sam Taylor. Unless he's gone off. Are they kicking it to him? They are kicking it to him. I think he was going off though. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was just making a contact. Callahan, handball out here. Oh, they're going to Hawthorn. That's Callahan. That's Whitfield. See, when did I stop playing footy? What year was that? So what was I? 19. Born in 98. What's that? 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. One of those 2 years. Yeah. Hi, Bales, just tuning in now. I gave a super chat last night. I held Will Day. Let's go. Thanks, hi, mate. Appreciate the super chat. Did I see it? Did I thank you for it? I don't know if I did, but if you did it after the stream, appreciate the support, mate. Very much appreciated. There's Buckley. Where's Sam Taylor? More switches. No, I'm not switching it. Turned it over. But good you held Will Day, though. He's going okay tonight. Is SDK flipping still, says Nicky Joe? I'm not sure. Shout out to Mitch and the Ball Boys' birthday today. Yes. Happy birthday to Mitch. Obviously two of our favourite guys to get on the pod. That'll be a goal for Hawthorn. Hawthorn out to 9 points. Dylan Moore going to be under 800k soon, says Corey. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm keeping a close eye on Dylan Moore as an option because he's got a good run coming up, I'm pretty sure, after his bye. So, because obviously if Will Day's got it, Dylan Moore will have it. 77. I'm 3 tennis GF losses in a row for 4 next year. Sorry, mate. Hopefully you can win one at some point soon. Angus, I was born in 2007. Yet to see my team win a final. Are you Hawthorn, Angus? Or am I mistaken? Lyndon, diehard D supporter since 1985. When they finally won in 2021, I ran around my street naked. Video and police evidence to prove it. Well, fair enough, Lyndon. Fair enough, mate. Hi, yes, it was towards the end of the stream. Well, thanks, mate. I don't know if I thanked you for it, but if I didn't, thank you, mate. Fevelenko, I changed, kept Garcia as sub, but can't get his 110. Oh, sorry, Fevelenko. That sucks, mate. Angus, Essendon. Okay, cool. Goes for Essendon. So we've got 4 minutes to go. I dare say that Sam Taylor would be near 50, but I'm not going to check it just yet. I want to check it at 3/4 time. Just need Hawthorn to get the ball forward. and not Whitfield to just bounce it out like he always does, which is great. And obviously it's the right thing to do, but fantasy-wise for me, it's not the right thing to do. Toby Green. How did he get a handball out there? There's Day. Handball. That could be insufficient intent, you know. No, of course it's not. I was born 2000, haven't seen a North GF either. Oh, yeah, Corey, what are you doing just after? Was it 99? The last grand final for North? Cactus, is Whitfield a trade-in target over Zorko? Well, he is, but he's still expensive, right? Obviously, it's a great score. I'm surprised that McGuinness hasn't gone to Whitfield, to be fair. Honestly thought he would have gone. Toot Miller forward status to Stevo. Potentially, mate, he'd be a big one to pick up forward status. I think there's a chance he does. He's playing a bit more forward this year. Oh, imagine if Toot got forward status. That'd be huge. He'd be obviously guaranteed top 6 forward. Where's Sam Taylor? Is he on the bench? No, no, that's Sam Taylor there. And Hardwick bloody outmarked him. Far out. 3 minutes to go still. We have 100 people watching mid-game. Appreciate all the support, guys. So we've got 100 people watching. So we have 27 likes to get to 100 likes. So please smash a big thumbs up on the video. It has been a roller coaster stream once again. But 100 likes on here would be very, very much appreciated. So please smash a like on the video. Yeah, it helps out a great deal. Literally one click from you guys helps out a massive lot for us. So the more likes you get on the stream, the more it gets shared around, more people potentially get in on the stream and everything like that. So as Moonboy says, yeah, smash up the likes. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Chad Warren also playing forward a lot. Could get forward status. Yeah, one to watch as well. He did play a lot more midfield last week. But I think with Mills back, he might play more forward after the bye. Karen Shanahan, I've seen all the great players, even Jezelenko, Hudson and Gaz Senior. Those were the days. Hard fought, exciting footy. Yeah, I wish I was able to watch the footy in the 80s and the 90s, to be honest. Why did I pick JHF? All pre-season didn't want him, says Arham77. Agreed, I was the same. What did you think of Bailey Humphrey Day, says Nicky Joe? I thought he's good. He's definitely one to watch. Kyle Loman injured again, apparently. That's not good. Hopefully he's okay, Corey. Maltesing, born in 64, 10 GF losses, 2 grand final draws and 3 wins, and I've been overseas for the 3 wins. I have booked my flight this year during GF weekend, so pies are odds on. Oh, hopefully you can see them win at some point. They're Maltesing. Where's Sam Taylor? That should be a free to Sam Taylor, getting held out of the contest. No, apparently not paid. And that's going to be goal for Hawthorn, isn't it? Yep, another goal for Hawthorn. Gunston. Should have been a free kick for Sam Taylor, but what are your predictions for the derby tomorrow, says Footy Frenzy? I still think Freo will win. They need to win. If they lose to West Coast, obviously good for West Coast, but Longmuir could be on the out if he loses tomorrow, or at least very, very close. Neil, 23% disposal efficiency tonight, says Corey. Not good from him. Can we field Marias or only bench option, says Marco? Probably depends what he does next week, but he's got the Saints, so he's definitely an option to put on the field next week. And with Lindsay going down, he may have to be on field, right? With Lindsay out, that's a main rookie we haven't. Like I have, at the moment, Layla, Lindsay, and Ashcroft on field. Someone's going to have to go on field. So it might have to be Marias. Which is why I think he's a must next week, because he might be our field rookie for the time being. Which that's the thing that hurts even more with Lindsay, right? He was a field rookie making bulk cash. And even Nevitt, who was not that much more expensive than some of the expensive rookies. Obviously with sub now, I don't know if he's come on yet, but his cash obviously is going to dry up. Is that Stone? Yeah, it's Stone. There's Day with a kick. Is it going towards Sam Taylor? No, Iden's there. Never hasn't come on yet, says Corey. No, I didn't think he did. Which top 8 mid would you get next week? Dacos, Dunkley, Anderson, not expensive, but want a certain top liner. Well, Dacos got Carlton, then Sydney, so definitely not him. I don't know what Dunkley's on, but I just don't love playing up for him. And even Anderson's too expensive for me still. I'd be looking for someone in the 900k range. So even like Lockie Neal against Richmond next week is someone that I would wouldn't mind for a few weeks. I know he's the main tag guy, but could be a play. I think Sam Taylor on the bench. I think he is at the moment. Yeah, because there's Kelly there. Yeah, Sam Taylor's definitely on the bench. Which sucks, but he's had a good quarter, so I'll take it. Oh, no, Taylor's there, though. So why the hell is he up the field there? So he was on the bench. Oh, well, if he's on the field, give it to him. Problem with Merritt and Anderson is you have to offload them in round 24, says Moon Boy. No, you don't. No, they play in round 4. They play in round 24. They just play also in round 25. So Merritt and Anderson play in round 24. At least from what I know. Sorry, Angus, that sucks. Born in 1978, following the Bombers, and through my childhood teen years, they were great and pretty much took for granted following a team playing and winning finals, says Adsy. Yeah. And I think the thing that frustrates, obviously, you and every other Essendon fan is the fact that Essendon have just been that middling team for too long, and there's been teams that have oh my God, that's an awful kick. Teams have literally got to the bottom and then rebuilt and then won premierships. Like Richmond has done it once, gone all the way down and rebuilt up and won multiple premierships. Even Adelaide now have rebuilt and they're looking like a top 8 team the way they're playing at the moment. There's probably a couple other teams that build up from the top, like even Hawthorn as well. Hawthorn obviously were bad at the early 2000s and they went and had their dynasty, however you say it. Geelong in a way as well. So it's just all the teams that have had rebuilt, gone back up and won. That is what would be frustrating for Essendon fans. So Adsy, I'd feel for you and every other Essendon fan, mate. Plus as well, obviously all the drug scandal and everything like that, obviously. So is that a free kick, Sam Taylor? Sam Taylor, please take the... Iden? No, that's Taylor's free kick. Give it to Taylor. So the umpire should... See, that's where the umpire should have called that one back. Taylor should have had that kick. And again, Taylor not wanting the kicks is annoying. I changed my tip from Hawks to Giants early in the week when the 3 ins for Giants were. Says Corey. As an Anderson owner, I'm very happy. Says Arham77. Yeah, he's good today. I think he's going to be good this year. I think he's a top 8 mid. I'm pretty confident with that as well. As the captain, I think he will be. Karen Shannon, I've got Dunkley and Anderson, but Flynn in ruck. He'd better be back soon or Boyd to get a run. Collingwood did it and rebuilt. Yes, Corey. Yep, another one. Says the score won't count fantasy, so effectively a 0. I don't know. After that, I'll have a quick look in a sec. Brisbane as well, says Corey. Yep. Oh, Jimbo with a super chat. Thanks, mate. Like this stream. By the way, are we holding Day this week? Oh, you probably are. If you held him this week, you're holding him now right through. So, yeah, but I appreciate the super chat there, Ohio. Please smash the likes up. We're only 23 away from 100, so please keep smashing the likes. Let's get up to 100. Steve-O when's Butters back. Apparently could be back as early as next week. So could be back. So one to watch. Let's have a look at the scores. So yeah, 23 likes away. Smash the likes up. Let's get to 100 before the third quarter starts. That'll be huge. See if we can go for our record. So is this refreshed? I think it has. So Whitfield 97, Himmelberg 85, Bedford going well 79 with 13 tackles. Watson and Ash 77, Nash, Meek, Green 75. Will Day 73. A bit annoying from Will Day, but yeah, what can you do? Briggs 67. Toby Green 62. Josh Kelly's on 60. Newcomb 59. Buckley's on 55. Sisley 51. Stringer 50. So Taylor's on 49. If he can somehow get 11 points in the last quarter, I'll be pretty happy with a 60, to be fair. I'm hoping, though, that he can get a little bit more. Stone 44. Cornelio 42, it's quiet. Moore 40, that's quiet as well. No marks as well. No tails. Probably the game with the win probably didn't suit someone like him. Daniels as well, low score for him. Yeah, Darcy Jones has been nearly invisible. I've hardly noticed him tonight. So yeah. Oh, Taylor's not doing awful. 49 is pretty solid at three-quarter time. If he can somehow get to 60, 65, that would be pretty good. If he can somehow get to a 70 and get near trying to score, that would be even better. Let's have a look at the other game. So on 79 likes as well, 21 away. Keep smashing the likes up, guys. Very much appreciated. If we can get 100 again. So Brisbane up by a point. So Kai Loman's been subbed. Josh Dunkley was on the bench for the last 8 minutes of the quarter. So that's not good. So in terms of scores for that game, McCluggage on 91. I've got him captain in draft, so that's ideal, that one. Myers 88. Will Ashcroft 88. Zorko 85. So again, he's only 12 points behind Whitfield. So I think it was Ben that did that, so no problems there. Bailey Smith 84. Good from him. Holmes 72. Dunkley's on 66. Probably should be on a lot more. Been on the bench a bit, it looks like. Lockie Neal on 60. DeConing 58. Ashcroft 47. Unfortunately didn't go over the 50. I was hoping he might be in the mid-50s. But at least he's on 47. So Ted Closey 26. Wow, that's bad. And unfortunately, I did say it. I didn't like the Closey pick. Obviously, it was different when he was not the sub and Nevitt was. People had to pivot, and there was not really any other option than Closey. But, yeah, just Geelong. Can't trust Geelong. O'Sullivan, 39. It's okay. Not awful. So what did Levi have that quarter? 21? Yeah, 21 with 1 goal, 4 kicks, 1 mark. So Levi's been able to get good last quarters, though. So hopefully he can have a big last quarter and finish off. Yeah, Zorko, 39-point quarter. So very, very good from him. Bailey Smith just got something added because he's now up to 88. So he got a tackle. So Bailey Smith had 8 tackles. Hopefully most of you guys held because he's just a jet. He's so good. So good. I have a feeling Rao could be a sneaky pick for top 8 mid this season. Looks to be finally be getting those extra marks and tackles he normally doesn't get. Says Elizondo. I think if Noah Anderson's going to be a top 8, I don't think Rao will also be a top 8. Would you say Butters is a tier 1 mid? Or he's bottom end tier 1, high tier 2, I think. I think he's good, but I don't think he's at the Bonts and the best players in the comp quite level. But he's very, very good player. Elite players, an A grader. Like, there's no question. If we're saying guys like Bont and Cripps are A+, for example, Butters is probably like an A- to an A. So, Butters is a tier 1 mid, just gets tagged. Says attached. Yeah, if he didn't get tagged, he'd be a tier 1 for sure. He probably is still a tier 1 though, right? He's still tier 1, probably towards the bottom of that one. But then again, I haven't seen him play this year, so maybe probably is a tier 1, but I've just, because I haven't seen him for a while. Maybe the Crows fan as well, he doesn't want to admit this is tier 1. Callan getting tagged feels like a weird choice. Surely there are bigger priorities, says Blim. Oh, but he's a very impactful player, so it makes sense. But Finn McGuinness tagging out of nowhere again is definitely something we've got to keep an eye on. Holy Hat just went from 10k to 6k, says Fallen Wrath. MJ, hey, Bales, take McRae 113 as VCL, go to see on Dawson. I'm probably looking at taking the 113, to be honest, MJ. Just to be safe. There's too much carnage. Melbourne United fan says, we up. I'm not sure where. Ohio Jimbo's a goat, says Roy Shepherd. He is, mate. He's put in a few super chats last couple of days, so very much appreciate the support. If anyone else would like to put a super chat in, then feel free. Would you trade in Tom Green for Day? Really not too many top tier mids looking amazing. Already got Dawson and Rosie. Yeah, Tom Green's one. This was a tougher game, but he's got a pretty nice run coming up, so definitely someone you could consider. And that was from Tony, that question there as well. Angus Heasley, Butters is tier 1 in the real game, probably tier 2 in fantasy. Actually, that's probably a good point, actually. Yeah, probably tier 1 in the real game, tier 2 fantasy. Guesty back tomorrow night, says IT. I don't think he is. I think he's... Oh, no, he's at the West Coast game. So he won't be back. We'll be finished the pod before he gets back. I can see if guests want to wait, but I don't know, because by the time he gets back, it might be like 9:30 Eastern. I'm starting to think that could be on a little bit too late for, we've got DC jumping on, so, if we got guests on, then it could just be me and DC, to be honest, because Jordox has got the kids and everything, so he can't jump on. So it might just be me and DC. That'd be a good chat anyway if it is just me and DC, to be honest, but we'll see. Green handballs so much. Can he get 30 disposals and just not score big? Looks like Callan Ward's been subbed out for GWS. Yep, Ward subbed out. There you go, says Corey Blackledge. If Day hits 90, might trade him to Dacos, says Fevelenko. Hawks up. Let's go. Hawks win this, says Melbourne United fan. Okay, yeah, so I want Hawks to win because I tipped them, right? So yeah, that's why I want Hawthorn to win. But I do like the Giants as a team. So take Hall's 89 or trade in Power. We'll have 900k Warren chest next week with option 1. I'd probably take the Hall 89. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't, because you probably want Marias and at least one of Marias and Bice. So you probably got a downgrade. So I would probably upgrade Blind Bandit for someone and get Tom Powell in. I know the Hall's A9's good, but I expect Tom Powell to score more. I've only got 3 tomorrow, so I'll slide a bit, says Fallen Wrath. Levi Stone last score on the bench, says Tony. That's no surprise, but hopefully comes on and plays the remainder of the game. If he can get a 65-70, I'll be fine, but we know he can have good last quarters, so if he was to somehow get a 25-30 point quarter, we could be looking at a 70-plus score. I've always been a big fan of Whitfield on the half back, but do you think he attracts a tag eventually? Oh, he will. They got Sydney probably at like round 10 or 11, so you probably get a tag there, but he's just so good. Shannon Barron, Powell or Saligo? I'm Powell out of those two. I love Saligo as a player. He's a better player in real life than he is a fantasy player, I think. He's only got 50-odd% CBAs. I just don't see him getting enough midfield time to be a consistent 100-plus scorer that we probably need to be, whereas Tom Powell looks like one of the top guys in there and should score well, so I'd be going Powell. Still got nearly 100 watching, so please keep smashing the likes. We're only 17 away from 100 likes, so make sure you press a like. Takes 2 seconds, helps us out a lot. So please smash a like. That would be very much appreciated. What was I going to say? The other thing. Oh, if you want to become Patreon as well, patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. Big mark by Meek there. If you want to become Patreon, get team reviews all year round. You get the Ask Me on Q serves for free, which people that aren't patrons have to pay for. So you get that. So if you want to have that, plus bonus exclusive Q&As, bonus content, all that sort of good stuff, then head to the link in the description, patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. Or if you want Ask Me on Q to just answer questions and team reviews and all that, then head to Ask Me on Q, spelled QU.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. Taylor, going for the tackle properly, man. Hold Sanders, says Harry. Yeah, he's not a priority for me at the moment. Only just got on. Is Day not getting the Bedford tag, says David. It's been very on and off, but it seems like he's getting it at the moment. So, only just got on. Is yes, yep. Adzi still waiting for Nevitt to get on. To be honest, you guys now, whoever's got Nevitt and locked into Nevitt, you are hoping that he doesn't come on and Geelong do what Geelong sometimes do and don't bring their sub on. That's what you're hoping, because if Nevitt doesn't come on, then his cash gen won't be stalled, right? Like, if he doesn't come on, I would argue that he could still be a trade target next week if he's not the sub. But then again, if he's the sub now, he could always be the sub again. So I was quite shocked that he was the sub, to be honest. Now, Taylor, come back into the pocket. Now, Whitfield, switch back to where? Go to where, please? Because Sam Taylor's that side. Go that side. Go that side, Whitfield. Good. Callahan, go to Sam Taylor, please. I'm pretty sure Sam Taylor's standing over there on the left. Why are you going back to the right? Going back to Whitfield is just racking up at the moment. Awful handball. I don't know if he's trying to go to Taylor, but literally every time I see a Giants player and Taylor's on one side, I don't know if they deliberately do it, but they always go to the other side that Taylor's not on. Never took off practice jumper, so he's going to come on. So yeah, that's, if you're an owner, you're probably annoyed now because he's come on really late. His cash won't move anywhere. I went Nevitt to Closey, says Steve-O. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Obviously, Closey hasn't been too good, unfortunately. Bales, you know you can't trust him. Lol, says Fallen Wrath. Yeah, probably. I probably wouldn't do it, but yeah. Nevitt, I was ranked 3,200, and that was only 18 points off of 100th. There's Dylan Moore, intercept mark. So Dylan Moore's first mark for the day. Dylan Moore's a massive target. He's going to be under 800k. And even if we get a few of these mids that get forward status, he'll be in and around the mark, and he could be a hold to the buys, and he'll be sub 800k. So he's a big target that I'm going to be looking at. Sam Taylor, yes, intercept mark. Come on, more of that, more. We need more. Luke Bruce is about to come on. Come on, Sam, we need a lot more of that, mate. He's over 50 now, which is good. One more +6 and he gets to 60, which I would tick off. I'd be happy with that. Obviously, would love a 70 or an 80, but if he gets to a 60, then it's not the worst in the world. It means that I might lose 18 points from trainer, but it's fine. So let's keep going, Sam. Let's keep going, mate. One more +6, or just a couple of touches, and I'm happy. Or a tackle or two would be nice. Just need Hawthorn to keep banging it in the 50 and just kicking it straight. We're up to 85 likes now. Just 15 away from 100. Keep smashing the likes. Would be very, very much appreciated. Is Canelo go look at your forward stats, says Steve-O? Oh, not for me. He's just not looking like the Canelo that we're used to. I think unfortunately, the game's probably past him in terms of his fantasy best. Where's Sam Taylor? Switch at Himmelberg. Is that Sam Taylor? No, Sam Taylor's over there. Okay, quick, go to Taylor. Quick! Or go back to Jaiden, at least. And then Taylor call for it. No, he's not. He's going to run in the middle, isn't he? And he's just not going to call for it. One more +6 Taylor, please. Connor Stone +6 coming up. No, they're going the other way. Callahan, switch to Taylor. Taylor's free. Taylor's free, please. What are you doing, Callahan, you idiot? God, that was stupid. Had Taylor free and he was on his preferred foot and he could have gone there. And Hawthorn missed it, luckily. But seriously, what is he doing? And he could have gone. Like, he was there. He shrugged the original tackle. If he kept running, he would have bloody kicked it to him. And he's bloody angry. I don't know if he's angry at teammates, but he should be angry at himself because that was his fault. Go to Sam Taylor. He's right there. They're not going to go. He's going to go longer. No. Angus, I understand he doesn't get involved in transition. I just want him to get points. Leave me to wish that he gets transition points. Get the handball to Taylor. And they're going to switch it completely on the other side. Good mark from Buckley. That's a mark. Please switch it back. Switch it back. Buckley, switch it back. Look to your right. Look to your right, please. Come on. Come on. No. God damn it. I just want one more +6 and then I don't need to really be asking for all these +6s. Just one more is all I want. Well, it's not all I want more, but one would be fantastic to get to the 60. Please kick it forward. Where's Taylor? No, it's Buckley. And out of bounds. Keep zugging Whitfield. Don't stop, says B Young. I'm looking at Laird if defender does. Yeah, agreed. Taylor doesn't get involved in transition. Oh, yeah, I've read that before. It's DeConing up to 66. There you go. I want Taylor to keep up with DeConing. That would be nice. Smith done nothing this quarter so fast as Corey. Who got subbed off for GWS? Callum Ward got subbed off. Buckley and Taylor look exactly the same. The knee strapping for Taylor is what gives it away for me, but at times they do, yes. What do you think of Burgoyne as a pod? Marais in team means he's gone to halfback and played 100% Tog the past 2 games. Oh, yeah, he's an option. I don't know if it's one for me, but it's definitely an option. Oh, bloody Himmelberg should have just left it, and Taylor may have been able to mark that. There's actually a lot of his teammates tonight for Sam Taylor that stuffed him up. Never subbed on. Holmes on 99, says Harry. Actually, hang on. Sorry. Chuckers brought in Holmes instead of Sinclair, sorry. There's Sam Taylor. Handball for Taylor. That goes to the Giants. That'll be a tackle for Taylor. Please get it. Yes, where? Oh, that should be a tackle for Taylor. So that's as good as a +6. Should be on 60. Can he get 10 more points to get to 70? Tonight's definitely confirmed I don't want Taylor in my team any longer or in best 22 for sure. Definitely not. Where is he? Literally every player was there except Taylor. Where's he gone? It's a good kick from Ward to Mackenzie. Not 15, really? DeConing sub. Wow, DeConing subbed off, really? SDK subs. Wow. Why are they subbing DeConing off? Levi Ashcroft on the bench for 8 minutes now, says Footy Frenzy. My God, another player that's having cash gen destroyed because he's being subbed out. Typical Geelong. Does it surprise anyone? No, it doesn't. Because Geelong just love doing this. Yeah, Taylor 61. He did get the tackle counted, which is great. So he's on 60. 100% Tog as well, which is lovely. Hopefully he can get to a 70 from here. Even if Taylor matches SDK, right, that's not bad. Not bad for me. But Jack Buckley gets so much more of the transition plus sixes. Everyone's not happy with DeConey being subbed off. Taylor has Eagles and Saints next to. Might not be terrible to hold him for those two, then trade out, says Elizeno. Well, I'll probably be holding him next week anyway, right? Because Lindsay's got to go, and then I'll probably get rid of one of Hasty or Campo, whichever one's not named, to Bice. And then cash up a little bit to then go Taylor up to maybe a Mills, or put a rookie on field and go Taylor to another position. That's my plan anyway. Newcomb. Bit of a crap kick there. Oh, that might be high against Cogs. Yep. Geelong are useless, says Fallen Wrath. Yep, agreed, mate. SDK and Lindsay out next week. I'm stuck with Closey, says Nicky Joe. Oh, Cogs is a bit sore. Does that mean SDK has to go before Holland, says Brisbane Bloods? Depends. They got Melbourne next week, so just a watch. Or keep Lindsay and get Hollands to Rice and SDK to Zorko. I'd probably prefer that, to be honest, Brisbane Bloods. Just keep Lindsay on the bench and you can trade him at some point. But with SDK, he plays Friday night, right? So we're going to know if he's a solo ruck or not. So we're going to know. So just keep an eye on it. Fantasy can F off, says Jared Byrne. Mate, I couldn't agree with you more, mate. Couldn't agree with you more. Fantasy shit. Sam Taylor. Oh, go. Sam, call for it, Sam. Sam, call for it. For once, call for a +6. By God. For once, it would be nice if he just called for a +6. If there is a world where he can get to a 78 match trainer, I would be forever grateful. Just awful. Got so much garbage in my team, says Sneeko. Mate, you and me both. Got to get rid of Lindsay, SDK, and Track. Rip, says Christian. Track's fine. Obviously, it's not great, but I think he'll be fine. But at some point, you probably will have to trade him out. The way Melbourne are going. Oliver, definitely not, because Oliver's looking great. Is that free the Giants? What's the free the Giants for? Connor Stone. Please go back. Go back. Go back. Oh, hang on, Lockie Keefe. Go back. Switch it. Switch it. Lockie Keefe, what are you doing, man? Didn't even look. He just went forward. I know Giants have to win the game because they're, what, 17 points behind? So that's. I don't actually know if Sam Taylor's going to score any more points, to be honest. Whitfield on the bench for 8 minutes as well, says Brisbane Bloods. I think my only hope now for Sam Taylor is intercept marks from here. I don't think he's going to get... He's not going to get any +6s from transition anyway, but I don't know what my chances are of him getting any more points. Stone on 62 is nice, says Corey. Yeah, good for cash gen, which is good. So would have loved Stone on field over Lawler, that's for sure. But there was no way for me to possibly loot with them. That could be insufficient intent. No? Okay, they've paid that before. 8 minutes to go in the quarter, and then we'll be done for the night and hopefully put this bad day behind us. Meek just pushes Briggs out the way pretty easily as well. Himmelberg intercept mark. would have loved that to have been Taylor, but we'll switch it at least. Switch it to Taylor. Taylor's free. Go to Taylor. Himmelberg, look. Oh, I didn't even look. Just look completely in the middle of the ground. Josh, go out wide. Go out wide. No, don't handball to Himmelberg. Off Himmelberg. Of course, the year that we don't have Himmelberg in our teams and don't care about him whatsoever is the year that he starts racking up points. Sub-tactical for DeConing. That's just... Why? I just don't get it. Will Ashcroft turned up 104. Myers and Holmes 102 each. Smith 100. Bailey Smith up to 94 as well. Got a tackle and a handball, I believe. Zorko Dunkley 94 as well each. Neil on 68. Humphreys 58. Oh my God. Levi Ashcroft is yet to touch the ball in the last quarter. Is he really just going to get like a 50 or a 60 this week? On a week where we just needed somehow better score. Briggs, good intercept mark there. Whitfield, they're not going to switch it this time because Taylor's standing next to a man in D50. So just need to hope Hawthorn can get it back. Well done, Jas. Good. Only 6 points in the last quarter so far, says Corey. He's a forward and he's on over 90, so I'm taking it even though he's been quiet. And it'll be better for the run. Brisbane's a tough matchup as well, right? So go long. So say, come on, Sam. He's going to punch it here, isn't he? Yep. Oh, and he bloody fumbles out of bounds. More points left on the table. 17 points, please, Sam. Please. Is there a chance Callan can hit 60? I'm not sure. Obviously, getting the tag, he might not. Even some Sam Taylor tackles would be handy here. Jacob Ware, that was a stupid kick. Non-preferred foot and just blasting it out with no one there. Just go long. Go long. That's... He ducked for that. So the umpire paid that. That's... They're not free kicks. He lowers his body deliberately and he leans in like this. That should not be a free kick. It's not high. You can clearly tell that he deliberately did that then. And more often than not, you can. It's not a free kick. You sound like you're having a rough weekend, Bales. What's your forward drop-off scores at the moment, says David. So at the moment, Stewart 0, because I don't have cover because I'd read covering for Roberts. Trainer on the bench with no emergency. So Stewart 0, Lindsay 12, Lawler 46, and then Levi Ashcroft score at the moment. So at the moment, Sam Taylor's score is counting for me. I need somehow Levi to get like 20 points quickly and get near the 70s. So then maybe one of those 70s drop off. But at the moment, not looking great. There's Connor Stone again for another +6. And again, Taylor running for a potential +6. And then they go the opposite way like they've done all night. Poor again. Giants have played shit tonight. They played well at the start, but they've been very shit since the first quarter. So many turnovers. Why is every bench rookie going off this week, says Nicky. Joe? Oh, yeah, I know. It's crazy how many are going off, but all our normal field ones aren't. So never at least got past his break even. So there you go. He's got past the 8 points then. But still not what people wanted when trading into him. Ginnivan. Where's Taylor? Oh, Taylor, why are you standing by yourself 15 metres away from the ball? Stupid kick from Jaiden again, just banging it out of defence. That should be intercepted by Hawthorn. No, punched away. Connor Stone tackle. So Connor Stone's on about like 70 or something. So he's making cash. He's just come to the bench though, so that'll be probably him done for the game. I think he got to a 70. So that's Buckley. They really have a switch on. If they go to Jaiden, then Taylor's next. Please switch it. Please, come on. They won't, but I can dream. Yep, they had it, and Taylor would have been in there, but no, they go long. And if Brass had marked it, it would have been a turnover. Kick from Callahan. Free kick for Hogan, it looks like. IT says Stone with the money signs. Levi got 50 apparently. Says, Harms, we need more than that. We need probably another 20 points more. 55 for Ashcroft now. We need more. We need probably 20 more points to 75 would be nice. Never at least got past his break even. I've got Lindsay and Ashcroft both dropping off, but Fraser and Day and more next to worst. Fingers crossed. New rule for next year, like betting sites, if player injured before half time, they're voided. So Lindsay 13 replaced with E. That would be nice. I don't know if they'll do that though. Since quarter time, it's been Hawthorn 10, 15, 75 to Giants 3, 1, 19. Yeah, it's a Jim Star. Yeah, they've been poor since first quarter. I'm that kissed at the moment. I swapped Garcia on for Hall in the Saints game, says David. Well, both scored well, actually. Obviously, got the better score from Hall, but both scored pretty well. So you'd be happy you got both at least. Alrighty, I think we've got about 3 minutes to go. So nearly done. Is Whitfield only on 109? No, 120. Okay, I was going to say. I thought he touched a little bit more than that. But 120 is still great though, right? If you trade into him, you'd be pretty happy with 120. I really want Zorko to ton up, please, says Fallen Wrath. Well, there you go. See, like even if Whitfield was to not score at all, anyone that went into size only lost 8 points from Whitfield, and it was a 100k difference. There's Tom Green. If that goes to Hawthorn, that'll be a tackle for Day. That'll probably be a tackle for Day. There's Ash. Oh, hang on. Giants Mutts, Toby Green. If he goes back and if they kick a goal here, they're obviously it's still only 12 points. 2 minutes to go. Toby, mate, you got to hurry up. You got to try and find someone. Absolute floater. That's going to work, though. Oh, Cadman, no, missed it. Didn't get the kick away. Barras with a torp. Taylor handball. Good, we got a few points there at least. Taylor might get the tackle. Yeah, that's a great tackle from Taylor there. Oh, bullshit! That is not high. Fuck off. How is it a high tackle? And then Day gets a +6 as well because of it. Oh, what a load of shit this game is. And Taylor then drops the intercept mark. And that'll be another high tackle for Hawthorn. My God. Umpires again having to ruin the last bit of the game. How many times can you idiots fall for this bloody high free kick bloody that Hawthorn do all the time? Absolutely ridiculous. Unbelievable. If that tackle had been paid, he would have been near 70. Instead, he's on 60. And then Hawthorn will just chip the backs. That's it. That'll be it. No more points for my player, obviously, at least, but for anyone, unless he gets an intercept mark here. Nut's going to go over his head. There you go. That's it. Giants win. Not happy, Ash, says Moon Boy. Yeah, Ash was quiet after first half. Should have been a 120. How does Watson get a high tackle, says Corey? I don't know. I don't understand. DJ, Zorko goal is day asleep. Yeah, Day was tagged in the second half, so that's why he quiet down. It's amazing what Mitchell has done with this team, says Moonboy. Agreed. Nasai for the win, says Fevelenko. Do I take Whitfield's score over Dawson? You bank a 120, Brisbane Bloods. Yeah, you definitely bank a 120. So what do we got here? So we got Whitfield 120, Himmelberg 106, Ash 100. So the only 3 tons in this game. Then you had a few guys here that might be draft relevant. Tom Green 91 with 22 handballs, 1 mark, 4 tackles. Briggs 86, Day 83, Toby Green 81, Kelly 79, Newcomb 77, Connor Stone 68, solid from him. Moore 67, Sicily 63, Sam Taylor got a 60. That should have been near a 70. But hey, I said if he got a 60, I'd be fine, and that's fine enough. I'm probably going to lose 18 points this week based on best 18 everything, which sucks. That's a fair bit, but yeah, can't really do much about it, unfortunately. Callahan 57, that's poor. Cogs 47, just not an option. Did I say, where was Dylan Moore? Where did he get to? 67. Only 2 marks. He'll get cheap. He'll be an option at some point. But yeah. I guess I'm just annoyed I'd bench trainer. Otherwise, I'd have 18 points more. And that could be a difference between a fair few ranks. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the other game and see how long left. Might be like 3 minutes, maybe. Yeah, 3.5 minutes. Yep. So let's chuck that game on. Only 9 points. Let's have a look and see what we can do. What they can do in this game. Oh, that was Logan Morris. Levi's there. Go to Levi. Handball to Levi. Oh, no. Give Bailey. Oh. And there you go. Jared Bear running into an open goal. Goal for Brisbane. So Brisbane up by 15. So what have we got scores-wise? 3 minutes ago. Zorko 114, McCluggage 113, Hones 113, Myers 108, Ashcroft 108. That's Will. Dunkley 102, Bailey Smith 96. Not big last quarter, but even if he tons up, it's fine. Neil 78, Humphrey 70. DeConing obviously subbed out on 66. Levi Ashcroft's on 55. Conroy Sutherland 47. Mitch Nevitt's on 17. Ted Close up to 44, right? Like, obviously it's not great, but he was looking a lot worse than that for a while. Just shows Nevitt on 17 in the quarter would still have been a solid pick if he played a whole game. Zorko got the ton. I'm happy. Got the C on him at least, so that's not too bad. Watson's a new Ginnivan, says Corey. Fevelenko, Ash 100, Day 83, I'll take it. Arham 77, imagine trading Day to Callahan. Yeah, I know. Fevelenko, I had Day to Callahan, changed it last minute. Oh, there you go. At least you changed it. Bailey Smith giving away like 3 frees against while sooking about losing, says Angus. Okay, that might be why. So the 3 frees against. There's Zorko kicking it forward. And I have a feeling Levi's on the bench now because I didn't see him at the half-forward line or near the wings. That'd be really frustrating if he's been benched. Bailey Smith with a handball. Kicks it to Holmes for a +6 coming up here. Now, Levi's not on the bench. So where is Levi then? He's not on the field. Jai Clark will line up for goal. Ride or die on Zorko in all formats has been the most important correct call so far, says Gavin Andrew. Geelong better cop it from the media tomorrow, says Sneeko. Wait, what happened to the Koenig, says David. Sub that tactically, David. Doesn't surprise any of us, to be honest, that Geelong doing stupid things again. Still need to trade Day with his buy, says Tony. I don't think you have to, no. He's got a better run coming up. You can hold Jai Clark goal back to 9 points. You can definitely hold. Actually, what I should do is I should put the stats for the other game up now, because this game's finished. So we'll chuck the stats for the other game up. Well, that was Humphreys that got the kick as well. Great kick by Humphreys then. Let's go Brisbane Geelong. Let's put the stats up on the screen. Player stats. Let's have a look. And then put the scores on the screen. Max Holmes 119. Far out. Like, see, even getting Nasai, I'm not gaining anything because all the other pre-in defenders around his price have just gone big as well. So it's really frustrating. For people watching this game, has Will Ashcroft? How good's Will Ashcroft been? Well, he's got a lot of the ball, but has he been really good at the same time as well? No cats, no bullies, says Vevolenko. Clark 62. Fantasy 28 Supercoach is crazy. Where's Levi? It said he wasn't on the bench, but I don't see him on the field. So he has to be on the bench. Ashcroft being decent, says Angus. There's a kick for Bailey Smith. So I think that's the ton up for Bailey Smith there. That can't be insufficient intent. That's come off his boot. Levi starts on the wing, says Tony. Yeah, he does, but I don't see him on here. So he has to be off, surely. Because if he's not, I can't see him, and that's not good. But always at the far attacking end. Levi's definitely not on the ground. But Berry, Day, Fletcher, Rayner on the bench. So where's Ashcroft then? Levi on the field, says website. But I can't see him anywhere. Like he's nowhere to be seen. Unless he's right. I think someone got put down behind play. He's on the near wing. Oh, there he is there. McCluggage, go back to Ashcroft. Come on. Get Levi some points. Nah, they're going to go forward. They just don't like our players. Thanks, Posting Bars. Thanks, Moonboy. Leave on wing, bottom of screen. How long's left, says Ben? Only 31 seconds. Not sure which coach pissed me off more, Bev or Chris Scott, says David. Oh, both. You can put both. I reckon both are as bad as each other, to be honest. Yeah, there's Levi. Levi's on Mitch Nevitt. I've been watching this game the whole time and he goes missing from the screen quite a bit, says Tony. But that's not... You know your player's not having a good day when you can't spot your play. You should be able to spot your play pretty easily. And when you can't, you know that it's not going well. Zorko +6 says, yep, I traded Will Ashcroft, says Ben. I don't blame him, but at the same time, Geelong was a good matchup, so... Come on, give it to Levi. Levi's there. And why is Leicester... Go, Levi. Got a soccer. Good. Got 3 points at least. Don't think he's hit 60, though, unfortunately, but... Zorko 800 metres gained, says Corey. Good luck to everyone tomorrow. Hopefully our players learn to score overnight, says Arham 77. As annoying as it is, Stewart's still a hold, probably, says TGB Hammer. Oh, he's a hold for me. Yeah, I held him. So let's have a look at these scores then from this game. Let's have a look. So McCluggage top scoring 121. Well, at least that's good for draft, having captain in one league. Zorko, Holmes, 119 each. So again, so Nasai was like, it's weird to say Nasai was the worst scoring player out of all those, which is crazy, but Ashcroft 115, Dunkley 110, Bailey Smith 108, Grind Myers 108, Neil 87, Humphrey 76, DeConing obviously subbed out on 66, Ashcroft 58, it's a bit disappointing. 79% game time as well, so he was on the field a fair bit. O'Sullivan, 47. Ted Closey, 44. Jeremy Cameron, 39. Quiet day for him. Obviously, the conditions. And Mitch Nevitt, 17. So, yeah, very, very interesting. Been a shit night, obviously. Shit day with fantasy, pretty much. Thanks, Bales, for Watchalong. Now time for 456 beers because my team sucks, says Jared Byrne. Ben Hayes, Zorko, I love you after 13 in the first quarter. Mental. He did pretty much what Nasai did, to be honest. Went from being on, what was it? You said 13 at quarter time, then end up with a 119. What Nasai was on 12, end up with a 112. So, yeah. What happened to SDK just being subs, says Moonboy? Yeah, just got sub tactically. It was stupid. Nugget, who has to go first, Nevitt or Taylor? Taylor for me. If Nevitt's not the sub next week, he plays Friday, which you'll know. Nevitt's a hold. SDK must trade, that says Moonboy. Chris Scott being stupid, says Angus Heasley. Nugget or Lindsay. I'd go Lindsay. He's probably going to be out for a while. Stone got 68. That's big. How did that happen, says Fulton Wrath. Elizano, thanks, Buzz, for another great watch. I enjoyed all the Taylor intercept mark. Cheers. Thanks, mate. David, out of interest, do smothered kick count as 3 points, or is it out of bounds, or just on the 4-0? Depends how smothered they are. If they're completely smothered and don't go anywhere, it's not any points. But if they get smothered and they still trickle forward, it's normally a +6. It's normally if they go backwards. I think it's normally when they're not counted. Alrighty, I reckon I'm going to call it. It's been a frustrating and stressful day, and I'm going to go have some dinner. So, but yeah, appreciate you guys all tuning in as always. It's been, as I said, crap night, but that's fantasy for us. We had a bed night last night, and then it goes back down to being a crap night tonight. So, thanks, Bales. Good luck tomorrow. Chin up, all good. Hopefully the Crows get a win, and then my chin will probably be up. Holy crack, got Lindsay and SDK, and I cracked the top 1K, says Vevalenko. Night Legend, says Moonboy. We stream tomorrow, says Angus. Yep, got our round review tomorrow night. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Perth time with DC. Cheers, Bell, says Senior. Cheers, mate. See you in round 4, says Moonboy. Fallen Wrath. Sorry, Bales, that's a good day tomorrow. Hope it's a good day tomorrow, Fallen Wrath. Cheers, Bales. Thanks, Vevalenko. Thanks, Beyond 33. He's saying, Bales, I'm frustrated. Mate, you and me both. We're both frustrated, mate, unfortunately. I'll just have a quick look at my rank and score and everything before I head off. Oh, my God. I went down. So 2,520, 25,269. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players to come. Albeit I'm pretty confident with those 5 in Isaac Rankin, Tristan Sherry, Nathan O'Driscoll, Caleb Daniel, Jordan Dawson. But obviously it sucks. I guess most people have had one extra score on field than me, I think. Because most people wouldn't have the Stewart. Most people got 4 or 5 tomorrow. So I think I should hopefully rise, but who knows. But at least Taylor broke his break even at least, so we'll take that. But yeah, so who are my bottom 4 scorers? So my bottom 4 is the Stewart 0, Lindsay's 12, Lawler's 46, and Ashcroft 58. So Taylor's 60 is counting for me at the moment, which also means Fraser's 63. And then there's some other spud scores in there. So again, very frustrating round. But yeah, so, oh well, is what it is. Cheers, mate. Things will go better. We'll get better tomorrow, says Tony. I hope so, mate. Hope so. Angus, good night. Good night, mate. What's the go, Bales? 113 or take it on, says Marco. Go Crows. Yeah, go Crows, mate. I'm probably taking the 113. I'm probably taking it, to be honest. Come on, guys. Get those likes up. Cost nothing. Oh, actually, yeah, no. Hang on before we leave. We've got 7 people. We need 7 people to like it before I end the stream. We're on 93. Let's keep that streak alive of 100+ likes. We've got 7 to go. Just before I finish up, let's try and smash those likes. I'd prefer not to be live for another hour waiting for 6 more likes. Need 6 more, so smash the likes up, guys. Let's get 100, and then I can go have my dinner. So I'm hungry. Let's get the likes up, and then we'll finish up. Dawson 130 tomorrow, says Max. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Whether I go in captain or not, I don't know. I think I'm probably going to just take the 113 and be happy, and just hope Dawson goes big anyway, instead of watching and if he goes bad, then being angry. Marco, cheers for the stream, mate. These are the best. It's still a long season, says Marco. Agreed. We're up to 99 likes. Need one more. One more like before we finish up. Cheers. Luke Davies, do you think trading SDK to Bias and getting the cash is worth to spend up on upgrading or a premium somewhere else? I feel SDK is almost at his max value. He probably is being subbed out now, to be honest. So you could trade, especially with Gorn. I wouldn't be shocked if that's the game Stanley comes in for against Gorn. Like, if they're up against Gorn, it could be a bad night for SDK. So if Stanley's name, which you'll know because this game's on the Friday, the Melbourne Geelong game, then I'd be trading. Still 99. Just need one more like from someone. Any legend out there that wants to hit that like button? And then we will be done for the night. So would you say that's a good idea? Potentially, Luke, depending on what else happens there. Depends what else happens with tomorrow. Any injuries that come out from the weekend, that's what we'll be saying. But potentially it could be a good idea. There we go. Got 103. Beautiful, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys getting to 100 likes yet again. You guys have done well. So that's 6 out of 6 in the last 6. We've got over 100 likes. So appreciate everyone. If you haven't liked it yet, continue to smash the likes up. Very much appreciated. But that will be it for me for tonight. Hopefully we'll have a better day tomorrow. Hopefully some big scores from our players. And up to 106 now, so appreciate that. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Perth time for our round review with DC from Hat Chat. So it should be good to recap everything and hopefully move on to a better round. But we continue to fight through this tough season that has been. So but yeah, thanks. Hang on, what do we got here? Hope Lindsay's okay. Paul Guy, thanks. Bale says Brad, thanks mate. But yeah, hopefully Lindsay's all good. Hawks did well, says Melbourne United fan. Yep, agreed. I was happy they won. I tipped them. Luke Davies, think of going up to Rao from Petrarca, as Petrarca hasn't done much and Rao is consistently good. I don't know if I'd be doing that. I think he probably got bigger issues than Petrarca at the moment, Luke. But if you don't, then he could potentially go. But I'd still hold Petrarca. I think he'd be better. Someone just unliked the video. Went from 106 to 105. So don't know who that was. But what are you doing? Got to keep the like on, surely. But anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm off. And there we go. Back up to 106. But yeah, thanks, guys. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow for our round review. So thanks, everyone. Have a good night. See ya.